Alright. I think we're live. Let's make sure. Alright, let's see. Okay. Let's see if we're live. Doesn't seem to be working. I am getting notifications that I'm live. YouTube app just doesn't open it. Let me see. I should step up my streaming game. I suck at this. View channel. I see it there. I see one watching, so it seems to be live. I think the audio is working. If it's not, yeah, my audio is working as well. I thought, why not stream? Why not stream? So, Francesca Albanese, the UN Special Convoy, what was it? You know Francesca Albanese. She is in contact with them. They were surrounded by 5 vessels. So 11:18 p.m. UK time. She is connected with them. They've just been reached. This is 14 minutes ago. By Israeli speedboats, 5 vessels circling the flotilla. The captain is instructing the team to stay calm and seated with their passports and life jackets on. I hear them speaking with Israeli soldiers as I type, telling they are carrying humanitarian aid and go in peace. For the time being, they are just circled. I'm with them. So Francesca, let's open her. Fran, where are you, Fran? Wait, I mean the other page is also important. So I use that picture for the thumbnail. Francesca. Not sure if people call her Fran. Let's see. So 21 minutes. We had. Let me go back. I just watched a short video where they were hearing an alarm. So it's Rima Hassan from France. So let's check Rima Hassan's Twitter. So I'm starting this stream because I'm just constantly refreshing Twitter, and I'm like, let me refresh Twitter for you guys. So she reposted that one. Here's the video. It's 4 seconds. The alarm you're hearing is coming from the Israeli boats surrounding the ship. They're going up. Obviously, well, they have, I will keep it playing so you get an idea of what they are probably hearing continuously. They know there are no weapons on that ship. They know they're not a danger in any way. So Rima was like updating every hour and just basically giving us the time. And the idea was to let people know that they're still all okay, heading towards Gaza. So she posted a translation for the tweet above as well, which is in French. It's a dangerous night for us. This is 3 hours ago. On this thread, I'm going to write an hourly note to let you know that we're still connected. As soon as you don't hear from me, it's because the internet has been cut off and Israel is preparing to attack us. That'll give you an idea of a moment. Lots of people are watching this, like following this right now. Just in case someone is joining a chat. And I might even get people to jump on a call on Discord later. Let's see. Trying to see if I can see chat. Like the YouTube app sucks. It's so bad. I am live. I have 7 people watching. That's great. Welcome. Can I see the chat here? All right. I'm going. Let me see. All right. Let me open up the channel so I can get the chat. Need to switch the account. So it's all happening right now. They just arrived, or they're surrounded. And the question is it going to escalate? I've done a little bit of research. Like, this is not the first time a flotilla has tried to reach Gaza. Like, and it has definitely escalated. Okay. Give me 1 second. Just need to make sure that I'm muted on my stream. Just need the chat. Flotilla has tried to reach Gaza. Awesome. Come on, YouTube, load the chat. Close. Madleen has arrived, Waldemar. Let me turn on the desktop view, display capture. Yeah, they just arrived. So I'll go through the updates again. So I have chat here on the right. Thanks for joining, by the way. Can I close the chat here? Let me see. I think one of the people on board just posted that they are there. Yeah, they are there. So let me go. Yeah, so Rima Hassan is on that ship and she posted a short video, and the alarm that you're hearing on the background is of Israeli boats surrounding them. It's only a 4-second clip, but you can see someone going up. So it's happening right now. And the last update we have here, which is retweeted by Rima, is an update from Francesca saying 11:18 p.m. UK time, I'm with the flotilla online. I guess that means she's either in a voice call or I would assume she's in a voice call. They have just been reached by the Israel speedboats, 5 vessels circling the flotilla. The captain is instructing the team to stay calm and seated. I guess they have prepared, right? Obviously, they're going to stay calm and seated. Obviously. Everyone knows that they are going to be calm because itchy trigger fingers with their passports and life jackets on. I heard them speaking with Israeli soldiers, so she has an audio connection with them as I type. So she has an open audio connection. Even if they're up on the deck, like, she's hearing stuff. Telling they are carrying humanitarian aid and going peace. For the time being, they're just circled. I'm with them, recording everything. So I have her Twitter page open here, so just in case she has any updates. Unheard Gaza channel from ship. Let's see. Tiago Avila just posted a video saying they were surrounded by. Yeah. Just posted a video. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Basically same as what Francesca is saying here. And I'm kind of. The big thing I'm waiting for is like her updates. Rima. She has been tweeting the most. The video posted was getting deleted everywhere. Which video? Like this video? Of the alarm? The 4-second video? There's nothing there. Why is it getting deleted? That's weird. Everyone needs to screenshot it and post it everywhere. I guess the more people that are watching this, that's one of the reasons why I also started streaming. Well, it's in my stream, so I've captured it as well. There's not a lot to be seen here. Like, the alarm, like playing that alarm sound, that is distressing for the people on, like, they can't read, like, it's, do you really need to put that alarm sound? Even if you do it, like, I don't I have a feeling that they're just keeping on, you know, just to bother them, to kind of like impress them or frighten them. So Rima Hassan, I'm kind of waiting for an update from her. And when she tweeted Ils sont là, that's French for they are there. So this is the moment when, yeah. So it's now 50. So, yeah. 45 minutes ago now. It's very frustrating because we do not have a live stream, right? There's no live stream. I mean, up to this point, correct me if I'm wrong, commenting in Arabic if you want, we can take a look. So let me keep this one open. Yeah, let's take a look. Okay. Need to look up. Do they have footage? Like, is there... There's no live stream. There's no video live stream. Let me see. Al Jazeera is commenting in Arabic. I don't speak Arabic. I mean, we can maybe put it on subtitle mode. I don't know if automatic translate will work. No camera. Yeah, psych attacks, yeah. Motas Azir put up a video. If you listen to the video, someone's telling them no camera. Yeah, I mean, that does not surprise me, right? Saying no camera. This is the 4-second clip that we're seeing here. I can turn on the audio. They're talking, yeah. This is all we have. Oh, wow, I have 32 people watching. That is amazing. There are jamming signals. Houthis can reach there. I mean... Is it going to, like, are the Houthis going there? Like, I don't think that is going to happen. Like, I don't think that is going to happen, right? Like, if there is an escalation, they're going to shoot at each other. Like, yeah, that puts them at risk. I don't think anyone is going there. It's basic. Their fate is in their hands. The question is, what are they going to do? They know they do not have any weapons. They just have food and medicine. The entire world is watching. Obviously, we would like more people to watch. Okay, so she is tweeting again in French. We can translate this one, which is good. Let's see. Imposer le rapport. My French is really bad. The force don't en a besoin. Come on, Google browser. I'll refresh. Does it refresh? Let me see. Let me refresh. Man, oh no, this is Firefox actually. So, is my internet struggling all of a sudden? Yeah, they are in Gaza. Yeah, they arrived, or at least they were very close. I don't know exactly where they were. I believe the tracker was not working anymore. Impose the balance of power we need. Rassemblement, République, Republic Rally. Is the translate struggling here? Impose the balance of power we need. Is this like a French thing? Republic Rally? Is she saying like people should demonstrate in France? Is that what she's saying? Kind of expecting details on what is happening. My cat is going to be my comfort pet now. Yeah, I'm familiar with like one of the ships, and there was this U.S. vet that went on the ship. That is kind of like, he has made a lot of videos as well. And I was just watching the video today of him saying like, yeah, I grabbed the gun of one of them and I took the bullets out. It was live ammo. 9 people got killed on that ship. So yeah, bunch of boats. I mean, I know one of them on the ship said, if we don't survive, they said something like this. They said like, if we don't survive, there's going to be another ship with even more people. And I was just thinking about that. Like, is that really what we're going to see? Like, I do think that a lot of people feel like, I wish I was there, but they're really at danger. They are really at danger. And like, it also made me think about Greta, like Greta Thunberg. Like, everyone knows her, right? Like, she has so many people that know her. She's probably the most famous person on that ship, even though there's like uh, there is like this famous actor from, what was it? The series that I've never watched. She has 5.1 million followers. Everyone knows her. We know how she got famous. She was 15. She's 22 now. Imagine being 22 and going on that ship. And I've had so many times while this all of this was happening, I was like, I would have liked to be on that ship. Like, I'm single, so like, you know, I don't have to convince someone else. But regardless, I'm a lot older. I'm like almost twice her age. It's like, would I really get on the ship? Would I really get on the ship? Like, a lot of people probably would say, like, I wish I was on that ship. But like, really? Really? Have you not been paying attention to what is happening? She knows what has been happening. And it made me think about her parents as well. She's only 22. It's like, imagine if you're just like, your child is like 22. It's still a very young person. And that, yeah, let me see the chat. It is very dangerous, but most people would rather die fighting this evil. There's a lot of people. I mean, we've seen some stuff happening in the US as well. In prison. Let me see. Let me check the chat. Why don't we? They will survive. I do. Someone says like they will survive. Oh man, I mean, you don't know. Like, that's the thing that I was just constantly thinking. It's like, I honestly, like, my mom is visiting me now. I was talking about it with her. I was like, honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, it sounds like common sense. Like, oh, you have a ship with like aid and food, and it's like, they're not gonna kill them for, like, they know it's just aid, right? Yeah, they know. We've seen a propaganda video. There was this one. Let me duplicate this. There was a propaganda video which was really odd. Does anyone, let me see the chat. Game of Thrones, yeah. Oh, he's not on board. I thought he was on board. Joe Rogan, I mean, Joe is such, like, oh yeah, it's just better to ignore Joe. Yeah, mocking them. Yeah, Joe is not even, I mean, if Joe was a real man, like, he would go and fight in the UFC, right? Like, dude, go fight in the UFC. Come on, go fight someone. Let me see. Israel cannot afford this. I get what you're saying with Israel cannot afford this politically, but how much have we seen where you would say, I don't think Israel could afford this politically. I don't think there will be such a thing that we call like a flower massacre, right? I don't think that will happen, like the flower massacre. Like, we've seen the footage. There's so much stuff that we have seen, and it's been, what is it, it's been so long. So it's like, pretty much everything is happening. Who was I? Oh yeah, I was going to search for Max Blumenthal. I can definitely not pronounce or spell his last name, but Max B. I think I'm following. Max BL. Blumenthal. Come on. Let me see. Is Twitter good at... Yeah, Twitter is good at doing this. Alright, so I found him. There was a video that was really weird. Oh man, we're just scrolling Twitter. We're going to see some mess. This video. Like, this video, I don't know if you guys saw it. They put some kids on, it looks like a luxury boat. So it's probably like just ops, right? So it's like, oh, let us put some kids here. Like, this is their response. Like, oh, okay, the propaganda response, right?
Children of Israel, we're looking for Greta's boat. We have something to say to you all. Are you with me, guys? Yeah!
As you're watching this, you know, like, these are kids. Like, these are kids. Like, most sane people, rational people that watch this do not feel like, what are you doing? These are so young kids. These kids are so young. They have no idea what they're talking about.
We're coming to get you.
But the willingness of just using them in like for this propaganda is...
Children say the truth. Greta Thunberg, when you were a child, you wanted the good, not the evil. You wanted to protect the world. How come you suddenly became a supporter of terror? You talk about genocide. How can you not condemn the horrors of October 7th?
Pretty sure, I mean, someone wrote this script, right? Pretty sure if you go look it up, like, I don't feel like even doing it. Greta probably said that it was not, you know, anyone that is really taken seriously, that is criticizing Israel, has spoken up about that as well.
Gaza, I suggest you condemn Hamas, because the truth is that Hamas is taking all the food from the people
All
of
the
Gaza,
food.
not Israel. And what about the hostages? Are you going to give them any food? I invite you to meet me, and I will show you what the children of Israel are going through. I hope that you will wake up and understand that you're on the wrong side of history. You know, children always say the truth, and I hope that you will see that.
You know, children always, that is the only thing that I'm going to comment on. Like, obviously this is a script, so
And
I'm not going to respond to anything else because it's a kid. So that is so weird. Yeah, let's see, we have some new chat messages. Some Palestinians beating them down at the water. Oh my God, seriously? That is a very dangerous situation. I'm not going to say that they shouldn't meet them. They have aid. They are in desperate need of aid and food. So, like, that's not crazy that would happen. And then, yeah, they're at danger as well. De Gaulle is involved. Honor, he didn't go, he just went to support endorse it, put his name on it. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely nice that he did that. I thought he was on the boat, but you're right. I've seen some pictures of the boat or the ship, and I did not see them. Yeah, the propaganda was really like, what is going on? Like, you can't even react to it. You won't need, you're not going to comment on it. Like, it's just kids. That's crazy. And like, just before watching that video, I'm like watching a video of a Palestinian girl crying because her father was just murdered. And it's like, yeah, that's authentic. That's a little girl crying and screaming because her dad just got murdered. Yeah. Do we have any new pictures? We know that Rima has definitely been tweeting at Macron. That's his name, right? And saying, hey, are you watching? One would assume that he is following this. And also, if you look at the list of countries, like, there's a lot of countries there. Like, they did a great job. They have so many different countries on that ship. Yeah, that is really, really good. I don't know if I can find it, but like, it's like, how many people are on the ship? What was it? 9 people or something? Like, it's like 8 different countries. We don't have a new tweet from Rima. We're probably not going to see a lot of videos because they're not allowed. If they boarded the ship, they're not allowing them to record anything. And then kind of wished that on the ship that they had like cameras somewhere higher up. But even that, like, they would find out. They would probably have someone climb on those things and then get the cameras out. 12. I really hope calls are being made behind the scenes. Even, like, the situation with Israel and Gaza and what has been happening is just so crazy that even if calls are being made, I'm not sure if anything helps. It's like someone decides, someone higher up there just decides, like, this is what we're going to do. And the reality is, like, it's in their hands. Like, I know that if people, if Palestinians are like swimming there, like trying to get there, that's probably something that they will react to as well, because they probably will not allow that, which is messed up, obviously. But if that is not happening and they're further down from the shore, it's basically in Israel's hands. Like, they can decide what they want to do. And I read somewhere that they were planning to bring them to shore somewhere and then just detain them. If that happens, yeah, you do have quite a PR thing issue going on when you have people of so many countries that just went there to provide aid because people there are in need of aid, right? If you detain them, you don't let them go, that is not a good look. Something tells me that they're probably going to do such a thing. They want to like if that happens, the question is how much media attention it will get. I will go to YouTube. Oh wait, I need to go to this one. Do we still see the 4-second video here? So let's search for Madleen Flotilla. See if anything else is popping up on YouTube. So if I go to, kind of curious who is live streaming right now. So if we filter on live and just search for, let's see. I'm not the only one. I have a I have a extension installed in Firefox where I can block channels that I do not want to see. So that's why you see a lot of channels just disappear. Let's see, what do we have? 12 souls on board, yeah. And I think it's like 11 countries or something, or 10. It's like they deliberately put people from different countries there. And Greta is like the only person from Sweden as well. And Sweden is watching, like for sure. Sweden is watching. Yeah. A French guy as well, yeah. A Dutch guy as well. Yeah. Francesca, let's go. Let's see what we find. She has an audio connection. The question is, has that been cut? Does she still have an audio connection? I just spoke again, so let me see. Yeah, this is the next one. I just spoke with the flotilla, including its comm room in Catania. So they have a communication room in Catania. All looks calm and safe now. Speedboats watching, but the flotilla continues its sailing. It will be a long night, and as they say, and we say, we are together. Okay, that is interesting. They're moving. That is interesting. So they were surrounded. If they were surrounded by 5 vessels, they were circling them. So they were still moving. They did not stop. The alarm was going off. Let me double check again the last time. I hear them speaking with Israeli soldiers as I type.
Please sound the alarm. We are being surrounded.
Oh, we have a new video.
Yes. No, come on, please. The IOF is here right now. Please sound the alarm. We are being surrounded by their boats. Yes, this is an interception. A war crime is happening right now. Please sound the alarm.
That does not sound good. How long ago is this? 33 minutes?
No, come on, please. The IOF is here right now. Please sound the alarm. We are being surrounded by their boats. Yes, this is an...
I'm kind of curious now if I can find the channel of that guy, because he seems to be uploading on his own as well. Let me see. Tiago Avila. Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, he seems Brazilian, yeah. Oh, man. Tiago Avila. 1L. Let me see. Yeah, Gaza Freedom Flotilla. So let's see. He's not tweeting. So this is old. Okay, but he has shared a video. Okay. All right. Yeah. But this is concerning. Breaking. Israel surround Madleen Freedom Flotilla. And so can we listen to this? 1.8 thousand people in this space. Let me just quickly check. Start listening. Listen anonymously. Let's do that. Let's do that first. Does it work?
That this wasn't a US issue. I don't need to worry about it. This whole thing was funded by the US. The technology that they're using was beta tested on the Gazans, and now there's a big beautiful bill in order to usher that onto Americans as well at the moment. So all of this is coming together. All of the civil unrest and the types of things, you know, this is it involves several things distracting you from what's happening here right now, but whatever happens here is a reflection of what they want to bring to you as well.
100%. And look, just for the people to understand like how important it is in terms
my
of
mouse
what
is failing on me.
Greta Thunberg.
Sorry, there's dust in my mouse. I have a trackball mouse. Let me see. Come on. Let me get the dust out of this trackball mouse. Alright, ergonomics is a pain. I don't know. Should we listen to this? Is there... Let me see. They're vanished for now. Let me see. Let me read. They have phones taken off. That is not surprising. That is the red dot map from forensic architecture on the side is moving. GPS is down. I do believe that they have taken down the tracker websites. I'm Brazilian. He's Brazilian too, from the capital. Okay. They will be fine. They will reach Gaza. You're quite optimistic. I mean, if they reach Gaza, I find it kind of risky to speculate because who am I? What do I know? But I mean, I have been following everything. I really cannot imagine them just letting them get to shore and hand out. They just consider that as look at it from their perspective, but don't use your own perspective, right? Like look at it from their perspective, but also try to see like how they have been acting up till now, like for 75 years. Would they allow them to get on shore and just hand out the aid and record that and share the recording of that? I think something tells me, and that is why I'm so worried, something tells me like that's the last thing that they will allow. Like that's the worst PR nightmare that they can imagine. Not even doing something to them, but like just them getting to their goal and handing out aid, because then it kind of inspires people like we can actually make a change, you know? So I don't know. My guess would be that they would detain them. They would.
Jazeera, if you want to use it.
They can probably.
Is it in English or Arabic?
Let me mute it for a second. So they can probably drag the ship. They can probably hook something up to the ship, and they have a bigger ship, powerful ship, that can just drag the ship to where they want to bring it, and then they will detain them, get them off. And then the question is how long they will detain them. That's my guess. Request to speak. No, I don't want to speak on that stream. Sorry, you're not seeing it. It's on the right. They will detain them, and the question is how long will they detain them? I mean, how long until they land? Israel is already with them. They're going to try to dock in the morning. That is what I got out of it as well. That they were. I have to turn on my fan because it is getting very hot. That they were trying to delay when they would arrive. They were planning to arrive in the morning because then everything is easier to record. There will be more eyes on it, not when everyone is sleeping. Lots of European countries. So I think that is kind of the time zone that they're also looking at. So yeah, people should be awake. But then, yeah, by sharing those plans, but regardless, I mean, they can track everything, right? You guys know about the ship near Malta that was hit by drones, right? So, yeah, they know where the ship is. They're not using the tracker. They can see it. Al Jazeera English. All right, let's go. Let's see. Al Jazeera English. If I just go to the channel. Let's see. So live, what do they have? And am I allowed to just watch their stream? I think I'm allowed to react to their stream. Let's see. Yeah.
That this is not going to make us stop, because if we were to stop, why would we start this mission? Why did we come on this mission? Our aim and our goal is to
when was this
challenge
recorded?
the illegal blockade because we demand a lift on this very inhumane and
This is
illegal
new.
siege on Gaza, which is over a decade old. We're not talking about the siege of 2 years.
She has a
almost 2
live
years
vest
that
on.
happened during the genocide. No, this has been happening. The only thing that is different now that we have people listening, some people around the world listening, to Palestinians, but the only reason they are listening is because they're live streaming a genocide. And
Yeah.
this genocide can only happen because Israel enjoys full impunity. And if the
massive loss,
international
yeah.
community
Very true.
would have done something about the illegal siege many years ago, I don't think that Israel would have this impunity. But because they didn't do anything and they continue not to do anything, Israel is continuing its atrocities. Israel is continuing its war crimes. And if Israel were to do anything to a civilian vessel carrying humanitarian aid, a non-violent mission, then this will add on to their very long list of war crimes.
Yasmin, how determined are you and the crew to proceed to your
This is
goal?
not
It
live.
must be
This
very
cannot
frightening
be
and
live.
worrying.
That we can watch this in a bit. That is not live. The video we just watched here is on Al Jazeera Arabic now.
الحماية وتوقعوا أن
So that is really new.
الإسرائيلية سوف تعترضهم، ولكن بعد ذلك ابتعدت
There's no subtitles,
القوارب
unfortunately.
ولم يتم الاتصال. لقد أطفئت أجهزة الإنذار على تأهب كبير.
Yeah, they probably think the entire ship is anti-Semitic. The people that built the ship are anti-Semitic. The Jewish people supporting them are all anti-Semitic and self-hating. Yeah, that's what they would say. It's ridiculous. You guys are already aware of all of that, probably. If you're interested in even following this flotilla, you probably are aware of all of that.
And we all share the value of justice, and we believe in justice, and we most certainly believe in a free Palestine, and we do believe that children, human beings, civilians should not be starved. Using starvation as a weapon is a breach of international law. Occupation is a breach of international law. So again, we are in international waters. We are moving within the law. We are
Interested
going
what people
to
have
the
responded
territory of
to
Gaza,
this.
which is under occupation. Which
What is
sorry
this?
for
Wait,
repeating
is this
myself.
new?
This is a breach of international law, occupying people, occupying land. So it is Israel.
Several sources confirm
within the law,
that they will
and
intervene
have been
tonight. We
seeing
need
this,
this
but
vigil at
Palestinians
Republic
have been
tonight
going
to support us. She was
and
asking
so
for
we
a
are determined,
protest. Our
and,
bags are packed and our life jackets are on. We're waiting.
A lot of people say, there's
So this
hope
is
on this
from-
vessel. Yes, we carry a lot of hope, but
I mean, the one above
we
is
are
from
determined.
9
I think
minutes.
determination is what makes this mission happen. Yes,
This is a new
this is
one.
why we are continuing. This is why we're not stopping, even with.
Let me just mute Al Jazeera one.
We again impose no threat. We have no weapons. We can.
Oh man.
They are intercepting our boats right now. Please stay alert. We have no weapons. We are no threat. We carry only humanitarian aid.
They are
There
scared.
12 people on board.
I would be scared.
There are ships surrounding us right now. So please make sure to be loud. We again impose no threat. We have no weapons. We carry only humanitarian aid to a starving population. 2 million people. Lift the siege, end the blockade, stop the genocide now. Now, so that we don't have to do this. Demand your governments do this, so that we don't have to do this. They are intercepting our boats right now.
Whoa, that one was difficult to watch. You can clearly see that she is panicked. And like, the Israeli forces that are like getting on that ship and trying to apprehend them, they know that they do not have any weapons. They know that they're going to be very scared. They're going to sit. They're going to listen to whatever it is that they're saying. They will listen to any demands that they have because they're not going to push their buttons, right? Obviously, going there on this ship is kind of pushing their buttons, right? Even though it should not be pushing their buttons. But yeah, you know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah, I could not love the crew of the Madleen more. Yeah, there's so much love. and it's and then you look at some tweets where people are saying and showing love for like the people on that boat, and like just like the Miss Rachel thing, like when you see Miss Rachel dancing with a young Palestinian girl, like double amputee, and she's like, and then you just see some people replying to that have no heart, and it's like, wow. But then you just keep scrolling and you see like all these horrible videos and people saying that they lost family members, and then you see people replying and saying, well, it's your own fault, well, blah blah blah. And it's like, how do these people function? You know, like we have AI now, like you have to be very deliberate to create something weird like that where they don't have any compassion. Like AI gets it probably. It's just so crazy. Yeah. Let's see if I go. This is live still. I don't think the footage is live because it was an interview. On the other hand, she was
36-year-old father of 5 was among
so
the Palestinians.
I'm going to go to the beginning of this footage. Isn't that the same footage? No, she's not panicked. This is not the same video.
Will add on to their very long list.
So I want to go before this footage starts so they can intro it and tell us. Let's see.
Intimidating.
Because Al Jazeera is always live. They have like a live video always up.
Israeli military. We can get the very latest situation as joining us from the...
Okay, they are talking about what just happened, so let's go back a bit.
Now, the civilian boat carrying aid and several activists has been temporarily surrounded, as we were saying earlier, by other shipping vessels on its way to Gaza. These are pictures from the ship just a few minutes ago. Climate campaigner Greta Thunberg is among those on board. The group was aiming to break Israel's siege on the Strip, a blockade activists say is illegal under international law. The crew initially sounded alarms when they thought the other vessels were the Israeli military. We can get the very latest situation as joining us.
They thought that the other vessels...
From on board the Madleen is Yasmin Akar, who's a spokesperson with the Freedom Flotilla Coalition.
Okay, I'm pausing it because I'm kind of confused. So he's already aware of all those facts. This is a live conversation. And then it's all happening
what the situation
right now.
Is now where, what the position of the vessel is, and what...
My guess is that here they have not talked. They have not been boarded. They haven't talked to them.
What about those boats that are surrounding you?
Thank you very much. We are very close to Gaza, approximately 100 miles away. And we sounded the alarm because we saw exactly 4...
They sounded the alarm, or that alarm sound was not them.
Approaching us all at the same time, 2 of which had blue lights, and it's impossible to not see us. And they came as close as 200 meters to our vessel. This has never happened in the past 8 days. And
it's obviously
this is why we sounded the alarm, because we weren't sure. We had many lights suddenly surrounding us, and then the 4 vessels suddenly just stopped. And they had the same distance to each other and the same distance to us, and 2 of them are still right in front of me. They just stopped. 2 of them left. The ones that were very, very...
I'm pausing it because, again, this is also really weird. So 4 vessels surrounded them, followed them 200 meters, didn't get really close. 2 left, 2 stayed. That is weird. Like, have they not already decided what they're going to do? Like, are you scoping and seeing, like, what's going on? Like, what do you want to know? Like, you know everything you need to know. There's no information you're going to gain from this. They're unarmed. They're trying to bring aid. Why are you even watching them from a distance? What are you trying to get out of that? That, to me, shows indecisiveness. That they are not really sure what they're going to do, which is weird. One would not expect them. On the other hand, they are weird sometimes.
They came and they left immediately, and we have reason to believe that this is psychological warfare. We have reason to believe that they're trying to intimidate us. This is exactly...
Okay, but if they're trying to intimidate them, what do they expect them to do? Do they think that they're going to turn it around and go back? Like, we've intimidated you? You think they're going to be too scared of, like, boats in the distance and they're going to change their mind. Like, really? And like, it's just so stupid because also you're giving them time. I'm like, obviously I'm not with them. Like, I'm with the people on the ship. But yeah, that gets out as well. Like, you're doing psychological warfare.
The same tactics that were used.
Good job.
5 days.
Good job. Psychological warfare for people that are bringing aid.
5 consecutive days with the drones above us, and
yep, we've
again,
seen
it's
that
just
as well.
a way of intimidating us and a way to make us turn back. And
that is true. The drones, that is an indication that they were, like, I think when the drones were showing, like when they just left, there were drones. So maybe they thought it would influence them, but like now.
Try to challenge the illegal blockade on Gaza.
Yasmin, I note that you're wearing a life jacket. I guess everybody on board is as a precaution, just in case you have to take an emergency evacuation of the ship.
Right. This is exactly what we learn in our non-violence training. When we sound the alarm, we have positions to exact positions where everyone is seated, and the first thing is to put the life vests on, as you said, in case we have to go to our emergency exits.
Let me check chat.
We do, however, know that the Israeli occupation forces want to, or will likely intercept the boat. This means that we cannot move.
She did mention, so someone says this was before the boats left, but yeah, 2 out of the 4 left. Let me check the chat quickly. Yeah, women and children. The guy has the best heart. You can just see through the screen. It's Israeli fishing vessels, occupiers trying to. Let me see. They wouldn't be susceptible to kill anybody on this boat, would they? Man, we know, like the one with the guy, the U.S. vet. You know the guy with the teardrop below his eye, from the UK. Like, he's in the UK. I forgot his name. He was on a ship, I think around 11 years ago. 9 people died, and he shares that story about what happened, and we could maybe watch that a bit later as well. There's like a 22-minute interview with him in the BBC. They didn't have any weapons, but they did have a lot more people on that ship. I think, like, I've seen footage of them using metal pipes and hitting like the Israeli soldiers. That footage was shared again with the world, and BBC was Hard Talk. So Hard Talk, they do always try to be very difficult, but yeah, the journalist was being really ridiculous as well. But people died on that ship as well, and they were defending themselves. So, but like, there is a difference between that and this. Like, these people, these are not people that will be able. They are not going to fight. They're not going to fight. Physically fight.
Hold our hands up and.
Like, that guy I'm talking about is like a vet, and he's really, like, he grabbed a 9mm pistol from one of the IDF soldiers, and he cleared the gun, took out the bullets, and he said that was live ammo. But like, most people cannot take a gun from some soldier, right? Like, Greta Thunberg is not going to grab a 9mm from a Israeli soldier.
Show them that we are non-violent, and show them that we have no weapons, that we carry nothing but humanitarian aid to a starving population, a population of 2 million. And again, these intimidation tactics will not work. We will continue our way. We will continue to sail to Gaza to bring this aid. The only thing that we have on board is us, the 12 people, and the humanitarian aid.
I mean, for me, it's easy to say, obviously, you're not going to turn around. But the question is, would I actually be on that boat? I mean, a lot of people would say, like, yeah, I wish I was on that ship, you know. But yeah, are you in a relationship with someone? What does that person think? What does your family think?
So you are still underway. You're still making your way towards the coast of Gaza. I mean, you say you're about 100 miles away, but you're still making progress towards Gaza.
Yes, we have not stopped, and we don't plan to stop until, unless the IOF comes and makes a stop. But we will continue, and we made it very, very clear today in all of our statements and all of our interviews that...
Yeah, true. Yeah, they've been under a lot of scrutiny lately. Like, people are really paying attention to this. Like, yeah, it is different.
This is not going to make us stop, because if we were to stop, why would we start this mission? Why would we come on?
Would you go on that boat if it was no names, so to speak? That would be terrifying. What do you mean with no names? I mean, like Greta is like famous, right? She has like, I kind of wish there were even more famous people there, but like, I don't care. Like, these people are like amazing. The fact that they were willing to do this. But I think a lot of people looking at this would probably feel like, you know what, I wish I was there. But I think it's more like, I wish I was there so I could support them in a way, but mental support, like there's nothing you can really do. Like, I'm not a vet.
Challenge the illegal blockade because we demand a lift.
I'm glad that there are no real fighters on that ship, because then it's easier for them to get to, you know, use that as an excuse and say, hey, there's an old Marine here and he attacked us.
On this very inhumane and illegal siege on Gaza, which is over a decade old. We're not talking.
It has escalated beyond this point. That is clear. We watched the other videos, so that is clear.
Almost 2 years that happened during the genocide. No, this has been happening. The only thing that is different now that we have people listening, some people around the world listening, you know, to Palestinians. But the only reason they are listening is because they're live streaming a genocide. And this genocide can only happen because Israel enjoys full impunity. And if the international community would have done it...
The RAF jet, I've read about that before. And what I read was that they were basically checking in on them, but like for Israel, which checks out because they have been doing that for the entire genocide, right? They're like flying over and giving them intel. So, no new tweets from Rima Hassan? Do we have anything from Greta? I don't think she's tweeting. She's leaving that up to the rest. They probably have satellite phones or something. Yeah. I want to see Francesca. I would love to see Francesca in real life, but now we're just going to her Twitter. Let's see if she has tweeted anything. Let's see, like a lot of people are probably following her as well. That was the last update 32 minutes ago. Yeah, it looks calm and safe now. They continue sailing. No updates after that.
Flotilla coalition. We are here in the Mediterranean Sea, where we just raised an alarm because we've seen many vessels approaching us at the same time. And in the end...
But there was one really panicked video that we just watched that was kind of worrying, right? Okay, let's finish this one.
About the illegal siege. Many years ago, I don't think that Israel would have this impunity. But because they didn't do anything and they continue not to do anything, Israel is continuing its atrocities. Israel is continuing its war crimes. And if Israel were to do anything to a civilian vessel carrying humanitarian aid, a non-violent mission, then this will add on to their very long list of war crimes.
Yasmin, how determined are you and the crew to proceed to your goal? It must be very frightening and worrying.
Well, we are all well, and we all share the same values, and we all share
Yeah, someone in chat is saying you're forgetting the fact that those countries would have no problem with their citizens dying. Greta Thunberg, Sweden. I think Swedish people will be very pissed if something happens to her. I think a lot of Swedish people right now are rooting for her, are following this. And if something happens to Greta, their government probably realizes that, yeah, there will be like an uprising if they don't do anything. But it is true that with the other countries, there's one French lady, right? Like Rima Hassan is like deputy, so she's in the European Committee or something. Like she's in she's in a political party there. So there's an actual representative from a political party, from a French political party that is there. So that is kind of a big deal. 16 minutes ago, is it new? I think this is new. Let's see. Jerusalem Post. The IDF estimates that the Gaza Freedom Flotilla will arrive in Israeli territory at around 2 a.m. on Monday. The IDF naval unit, Shayetet 13, has already begun training for the ship's boarding. Begun training? Like, they don't know how to board a ship? Let's see. Alright, translate post. Their intervention was scheduled for 2 a.m. We're waiting. Those who can join the vigil at Republic. So there's going to be a vigil at the Republic. Yeah. 2 a.m. European Parliament. Yeah. And popularity has probably gone up as well. And I don't think she did this to be more popular. These people did not do this for like clout. Like, I think that should be clear to the people that are kind of following this. I've seen some ridiculous replies of like, oh, the only thing you guys got is like a tan. Like, that's basically the only thing you're getting. But like, yeah, they're not doing it for clout. What is that explosion at the back? What is this? Why is there an explosion? This video does not normally have an explosion. You see that explosion? That's weird. That did not happen in the actual video. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. in what time zone? I guess in Israel they're just using their own time zone. So we can quickly check current time. Israel. Well, that's something that I will not search for. So 2:36 a.m. it is now in Israel. So that's more than a half an hour ago. AI bullshit. Yeah, it is probably. Let me see. She's from La France Insoumise. Video in German. Yeah, let's see. Do we have anything else? I guess, I mean, I'm just refreshing. But this was tweeted. That one that was tweeted 40 minutes ago. The Jerusalem Post tweeted 40 minutes ago. So at 2 a.m. that is, they posted it on. So you know what I want to do now? I want to maybe, let's see if I click on this. Do we get any interesting comments or replies to this one? Breaking, Israel surrounded. Okay, this is that live again. We can listen in just quickly to hear what they are saying. Let's see, joined.
To do. So yeah, that's the latest on that. Simon, did I interrupt you? Joe, go ahead.
Just before we go back to Simon, so Israel's now starting to respond. What Israel's saying, the Israeli Foreign Ministry just issued a statement. And Simon, you were talking about this, so it'd be good to get your input on this as well. A couple of things. The first thing they've said is the boat claims to be carrying humanitarian aid, but in reality, it is a propaganda ploy. And then they've said, and this is interesting, the maritime area of Gaza is closed to unlicensed vessels under a legal naval blockade. And this is from the Israeli Foreign Ministry. They're saying the maritime area of Gaza is closed to unlicensed vessels under a legal naval blockade. And so you have to think about the fact that it's unlicensed vessels under a legal naval blockade. Whose law? Who's legal? Who's actually passed the law to say this? And it's got to be Israel itself has just drafted a law to say, oh, we won't allow. It's not Israel's land, is it? It's Gaza.
If I may, I don't know if you can hear me. Good evening, everyone. My name is Thomas Guénolé. I'm a political scientist and also a quite known TV columnist in France. I just wanted to add that, in fact, preventing humanitarian aid to arrive to the civilians constitutes a war crime in itself, whatever waters you're in, and whether your boat is registered to this or that.
Yeah, but do they really care? I mean, there are so many war crimes.
Life imprisonment is the potential sentence for such a crime as a war crime. I'm not inventing that, of course. It's the Rome status of the international law.
Yeah, I totally get what he's saying, but like, I mean, we're waiting for people to go into prison for life for war crimes, and we've not seen enough happen. I want to quickly read the Foreign Ministry's tweet. I did not expect myself to be checking their Twitter today, but let's see. With recent reports of a celebrity's yacht, that's such a stupid thing to say. It's just a celebrity's yacht. It's like, if you word it that like that, it's like a celebrity's dancing contest, you know? It's like celebrity dancing, you know, all those shows, like like that is what they're trying to do. Like, oh, we have some celebrities on a yacht. Like, dude, it's not about celebrities on a yacht. Heading to Gaza, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs wishes to clarify the following. The maritime zone off the coast of Gaza, like it's not their coast, right? It's close to unauthorized vessels under a legal naval blockade. Yeah, illegal occupation. Consistent with international law. You guys do not care about international law. Huh? The yacht is claiming that it's claiming that it's delivering humanitarian aid. It's a media gimmick for publicity. They cannot feed everyone, right? Which includes less than a single truckload of aid. A selfie yacht. A selfie yacht. So they're doing this to take selfies. So they're doing this for clout. You absolute idiots. You can see the fear in the way they're reacting, right? They are afraid. They've probably talked to their family and said, you know what, I might not make it. But they're doing this for selfies, and it's like a celebrity yacht thing. It's not even a luxurious ship in any way. Wow. You would, when you're reading this, it's like, I would have been able to help them to make a better tweet. Like, this is just so bad. This is so bad. Like, there's no willingness to give an inch, like nothing. That it's just no. So they have to double down, triple down. It's ridiculous. Humanitarian aid. So even if it's like only a single truckload of aid, there are people in need, and yeah, there is symbolism there, right? It's like, hey, we're willing to put our lives on the line just to get a single truckload of aid there. So yeah, even though you're emphasizing that it's a single truckload of aid, well, people are willing to put their lives on the line for a single truckload of aid because they carry that much. And then you're like, it's a selfie yacht. Get out of here. Humanitarian aid is delivered regularly. Yeah, we've heard about the flower massacre. We've seen what has just happened. Yeah, we've seen we've seen the drone footage of the cages, right? People put in cages. Like, I've gone to festivals where you have to go into, like, it's more comfortable than what I was seeing. Like, it's like there are so many people, and then you can see all the space around them. It's like, wow. Like, if you just, like, what are you doing? And people got shot again. Like, there's so many horrible stories of what has happened. So delivering aid, like, no. Yeah, they would not do this. If aid was actually delivered regularly and there was enough aid, nobody would put their life on the line and get on that ship. Get out of here. Effectively, yeah, very effectively. We've also seen the footage of people stealing aid. Yeah, we've seen that footage as well. And then Ethan Klein saying, oh no, those are just chilling. They're just chilling. They're not doing anything weird. It's transferred through established distribution mechanism that do not work. Yeah. Over the past 2 weeks, more than 1,200 aid. Yeah. What is propaganda? Really? What is the media gimmick? Just saying 1,200 aid trucks have entered. Yeah, sure. Humanitarian Foundation has distributed close to 11 meals. Yeah. Directly to civilians in Gaza. Sure. We've seen the footage. The Gaza Maritime Zone remains an active conflict area. Active conflict area. So Hamas is in, can I say the word? Am I banned now? But they're in, like, you're fighting them from the sea because they're in boats and ships. You're not. Right? I know that Yemen is involved, but, like, are you defending what? I mean, seriously? Okay. You can call it an active conflict area, but, like, if you just look at it objectively, it's like, it's their beach. It's like, they should be allowed to receive aid from the sea. Hamas has previously exploited sea routes for terrorist attacks, including okay, yeah, I've seen a lot of footage, but, like, sea routes. I don't think I've seen anything coming from the sea. Those small drone things, like they were not coming from, like, yeah. Unauthorized attempts to breach the blockade are dangerous, unlawful. Dangerous for who? You think Hamas are going to shoot at them? Really? Like how you're saying that they're stealing all the aid? Like, yeah, that's what they're doing, right? Unlawful and undermine ongoing humanitarian efforts. Undermine ongoing humanitarian efforts. What a stupid thing to say. So you're basically saying that they are the reason why humanitarian efforts are now struggling, like because of this ship. Due to this ship's activities, humanitarian efforts are being undermined. I guess you can see the word undermine in two ways. Like one is undermine, like you're bringing the attention to this when that should have the attention, but like that's not it. I think what they're trying to say is like you're actually negatively influencing humanitarian efforts. That's what I think this means. We call on all actors to act responsibly. You are not acting responsibly, and to channel humanitarian aid through legitimate coordinated mechanisms, not through provocation. I mean, what do you expect from out of a tweet from the Israeli foreign military? What? Let's see. I don't have a Telegram account or anything. I don't know what is being shared in the Telegram. I would expect the videos and stuff like that to be shared on Twitter as well. Let me go through the chats. Strong chemicals being dropped on ship or something. Really? They had to cover their mouths? Tear gas? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they do that. They probably said their goodbyes before this. Yeah, probably they did. And like their families are trying to follow this now as well. They need at least 600 trucks. Thiago posted on Insta, they're taking cover. They're dropping chemicals dropped, war crime happening right now. They're dropping chemicals. So, Flotilla, chemicals? Something should pop up and I can turn on the audio of that one.
This white paint continue to be drawn on the boat as we speak. So we will see how this operation will continue, and we will see how things will evolve. Viewers.
It's phosphorin tracer.
Oh, she tweeted this.
That's what the drone's doing. It's UV tracing.
So this is the current situation right now.
Drone above us.
Let us listen to Diego.
Drone above us throws a white liquid.
Whoever is in contact with the drones needs to preserve itself. Don't go out.
Can Grok give us information about what it could be? White liquid. So let's read some replies. Margage. 88 likes. What is Margage? Man, I wish I paid attention at French. I messed up, guys. Sorry. Tear gas. Tear gas, someone says.
Try to stay away from the drones, please.
Let's see. White liquid dropped from drones you're referring to is likely molten termite. No.
Please try
termite is like really hot. No, it's not termite. If it was termite, we would see melting steel, right? Like termite is what with 9/11 people were talking about termite and stuff. Like it's not melting. Like that rope would get destroyed immediately. So it's probably tear gas. But is this really what happens when you...
So the discussion is about how to be organized.
Grok, someone is asking Groks here.
And how to support Diego in order to
Je n'ai pas identifié précisément le liquide blanc.
And the safety of people on the boat. As you can see,
I don't speak French.
White paint is covering the surface of the boat, and now we are under the ceiling.
It's not white phosphorus. I don't think that's also very hot.
For the next step we don't know what is happening exactly.
Probably tear
As
gas.
I said, given that they have put
making the boat for easier
light
visibility
on the boat, so
I mean,
it's very difficult for us
the
to
technology,
see
they have the technology to track the boat and everything. I don't think they're dropping the white paint to mark them and to make it easier to follow them. It has to be like tear gas. The other thing I was thinking of is like, well, if it's really slippery, but honestly, it has to be something worse than that. Like, they're not trying to make the boat or ship, I think it's a ship, they don't want to make it slippery so they fall, or they don't walk or move. Like, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I just came up with it. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. That's not it. It has to be something like tear gas. They put masks on. Let's go back to her tweets because she had more tweets. Oh no, those were the tweets. So they don't even know, right? But it's just, oh my God, it's just so... This is crazy. Like, we're watching it just happen in real time, but like every couple of minutes we see another picture. Oh, we have a video live stream. I hear on the background a countdown. She's streaming. Where? Do you guys remember? Can you recognize what this is? Let's watch it first.
Du coup, le bateau est recouvert là, partout. Et nous, on est un tout petit peu protégés ici, mais les drones qui sont au-dessus de nous jettent ce liquide là. Bon, c'est de la peinture, mais je sais pas trop l'intérêt. Oh là là, non.
One thing that I'm noticing is like the voice, that doesn't sound like someone that is talking through a mask, which makes it weird. So it's not tear gas. Outline the boat. I mean, it could be. Many boats around it with Navy come. Yeah, they're going to board the ship. Drone strikes if required. Drones. It's just so crazy when you say like they're preparing for drone strikes. Like, no, they're not gonna drone strike. But then it's like, well, the one at Malta got drone striked, right? How do they know that they really were not going to hit someone and only damage the boat? So yeah, you could see them doing it. And then it's also like, okay, maybe one will hit one of them. And then it's like, oh, we were just trying to damage the ship. So we shot at it from the drone. Like, yeah, nothing is crazy. Let's keep watching this one. It's everywhere.
On va essayer de vous tenir au courant, mais pour le moment, le bateau est inondé de cette peinture. Il y a des drones en fait qui nous... C'est de la peinture, mais je ne comprends pas trop l'intérêt. C'est des drones qui nous jettent cette peinture, ce liquide. Donc voilà. Rassemblez-vous à République, s'il vous plaît. Organisez cette veillée ce soir. On a besoin de vous.
Okay. So we've seen a video now, and the entire boat is like covered in that stuff. It's not tear gas. If it was tear gas, we would have heard it. Let's listen into the...
Attempts to breach the blockade are dangerous, illegal, and undermine humanitarian efforts. They've also
That's
said
the foreign ministry
the boat claims to be carrying
tweet.
humanitarian aid, but in reality it is a media stunt. They've also said if the ship poses a security threat, it will be dealt with accordingly. This is Israel saying they're going to deal with that ship accordingly.
Yeah,
and
they're about to say
all
Hamas
parties
is on the
to
ship, right?
Sorry, say that again?
They're about to say Hamas is on the ship, hiding in the barrels in the air.
Basically, yeah. Greta Thunberg is Hamas now. And they said we call on all parties to direct humanitarian aid through legitimate mechanisms,
that's the tweet.
Not through provocation.
Chemicals,
so that tweet is in the nest, guys. Please share it, please retweet it. I think it's just gone out of the nest, but you'll find it on Suleiman's profile. If you go down there, all the updates are there. There's another one now. Breaking warning, the Madleen Freedom Flotilla is under attack. The Madleen is currently under assault in international waters. Quadcopters are surrounding the ship, spraying it with a white irritant substance. Communications are jammed and disturbing sounds are being played over the radio. Please share that, guys. Please retweet it. And when you retweet it and then quote
disturbing
tweet it,
sounds.
and quote tweet it and tag in somebody you follow who's got a big profile, who you know is an activist, who's a journalist, who's anybody who's got...
We have a new video from Rima.
Guys, get into position.
That's a drone. That's a drone.
They can't fire. Those drones can't fire.
Whoa. Look how close it is.
We are right here, surrounded by Israeli drones.
It's like aliens.
Those drones can't fire. Please take cover, everyone. Assume position. Please assume position.
That is crazy.
Guys, get into position. Get into position. They can't fire. Those drones can't fire.
Well, are you sure? Are you really sure? All you see is a light.
Drones can't fire. Please take cover, everyone. Assume position. Please assume position.
I mean, let's hope it cannot fire. Let me see. So let's translate this. The white stuff. What is that white stuff? So if it's not tear gas, which I don't think it is, because it would have been called a tear gas by now. What the hell was it? I'm a journalist, and after covering the Freedom Flotilla convoy for a week, my arrest by the Israeli army is imminent. Humanitarian workers and journalists should not be arrested. I call on my colleagues to mobilize. Let's turn on the audio.
I was translating it back into English, so it would have been ideal if we could have just got what they're actually saying, but it's moving in real time, and that was just the only way they could air it. So eventually you'll actually get to see what they were saying in English, and that footage is probably somewhere out there. But I don't know if I heard it correctly, but it sounded like they thought that there's some kind of technology that may have meant that they don't have control of the boat anymore. I'm not sure if I heard that correctly. But in the translation, it sounded like that was something they were saying. But it's very hard to steer the boat at the moment. It's a mess. It's covered in white spots. Everyone looks, they're very nervous, but they're continuing, and they're saying that they will continue.
New tweets from Cheska. 2 drones over the Madleen 18 minutes ago. They say they are quadcopters, the dangerous ones. Team is taking cover.
This technology.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
All of this technology is the same thing that would be used on protesters in the West once they beta tested it on these types.
Who
of
can afford to
operations.
smoke these days?
And
I mean,
setting
I'm cheaping
right
out.
now,
I have like
they
one of
can
these
form
things.
the
I'm
legal
building the
justification,
cigarettes.
for how this can
I should
actually
stop,
be used.
but
And these
yeah.
are, Western,
I'm stressed out at the moment.
protesters
Sorry.
on international waters on disputed territory in the middle of a genocide. So, these are very complicated legal challenges, and they're starting to put out their Hespera there by saying that it's a PR stunt and there is no aid. That would be
Greta Thunberg is
ridiculous.
trending, by
And
the
we
way.
know that suddenly they're going to say that Hamas is in the barrels of aid, and
So
they're
that's
using
good.
them as human shields in case they want to fire at them.
But
well, they've already started doing that as
you
well.
see Greta Thunberg being like trending with like 17k posts, but then you look down, it's like there's a sport thing trending as well. I don't know what it is, but that's like 254. Like, it's just so weird to see sports stuff more trending, but I don't know, maybe someone is something, but regardless, still. Nears Gaza amidst Israeli threats, National Guard deployed. No, that's LA. Let's see if there are any interesting trends here or tweets. Francesca, alarms are activated. There was one video that really, like, where the lady was really panicking. Yeah, it's all, the situation is very fluid. Let's see, do we have anything else? All right, we'll turn on the audio for
These
this.
machines are made to kill, not just to surveil. So that is the latest what's happening right now. Obviously, we'll continue to provide you with the latest update as we do, but unfortunately, the quadcopter, first of all, they sprayed paint on it. They claim that one of the uses of the claim is to be able to survey and see and create visibility, but we know that there's probably going to be multiple
people mentioned this in the
technological
chat.
reasons behind why they've done that. Furthermore, They've got drones, quadcopters, basically overhead, which are killing machines essentially, and then they've also got boats that are scouting and surveying and basically tailing them as well. So this is a bit crazy. Like, think about it. Greta's a young kid. She's like 20 something. Like, just
22.
think about it. Like, younger than my brother, and I would be worried if my brother was on there. So this is literally what's happening right now. It is extremely it would be extremely scary for anyone in that situation. Just think about that. So the huge level of bravery these people are partaking in, it cannot be expressed enough. Big credit to every single person on board. Huge shout out on that.
Yeah, she's aged 22. She was born in 2003.
So here's so the Jerusalem Post tweeted, UN Special Rapporteur Albanese claimed that IDF intercepted the Madleen, but the activists on board said that the boat left quickly after the incident. Did she say that they were intercepted? They were surrounded, right? They were surrounded. So is it going to... I'm now interested in the Israeli Foreign Ministry, if they have anything else. Okay, the selfie yacht. This is so... The fact that they have like a young girl...
The maritime zone of the coast of Gaza is close to naval traffic as part of a legal naval blockade. If you wish to deliver humanitarian aid to the Gaza Strip, you are able to do so through the port of Ashdod via the established channels and the centers.
So, interesting development. The Israeli Navy is currently communicating with the selfie yacht. Who's making more selfies? IDF soldiers or... Using the International Civilian Communication System, the Israeli Navy has instructed the selfie yacht, calling it selfie yacht multiple times. Like, you're not willing to call it the Madleen, the Flotilla, you have to call it the selfie yacht, to change its course due to its approach toward a restricted area. So what they're saying is, there is a port, like if we listen to it again.
The maritime zone of the coast of Gaza is close to naval traffic as part of a legal naval blockade. If you wish to deliver humanitarian aid to the Gaza Strip, you are able to do so through the port of Ashdod via...
Port of Ashdod. So there is a port. They're saying you can deliver your aid at another port. So they're saying you need to redirect. That's probably an Israeli port, guys, right? Let me see. I'm chain smoking currently. Oh, thank God I'm not the only one doing that. So let's see. It's okay, man. I grabbed myself a snack. The whole world is watching. New video on the Flotilla Instagram. Let me see. Let me see. I need to... Before I start doxing myself, so let me turn off the display quickly. And then open Instagram. I do have an Instagram account. So Instagram... Turn off caps lock. So if I'm on Instagram, let me see, search Flotilla. Okay, I'm following them. Let me see, is there a new video? Let me turn on display so I have Instagram open now as well. So post, this is their Instagram, right? At 1.1 million followers. Is there a new video? So this is pinned, this is pinned, this is pinned. Red alert, the Madleen is currently under assault in international waters. Quadcopters are surrounding the ship, spraying it with a white paint-like substance. It seems to be white paint. Communications are jammed and disturbing sounds are being played over the radio. So before they did this communication we just heard, drones over Madleen. Okay, we have a video. Yeah. They're counting down or counting up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. They're not even counting normally. What's going on? I mean, just hearing that, yeah, like, do you expect them to follow what you're saying? Oh my god, they suck at this. Like, this is what you do? You give them this footage? That's very stupid. Because, yeah, as someone here is commenting, this is terrifying. Yeah, it is. It is. So, like, it's in their best interest, PR-wise, to not make it as terrifying as it can be, which they tried to do with that one video where the girl is saying, like, hey, there's a port, you need to go to this port. Okay, so let's focus on this. What does that mean? They're expecting the ship to change course and go to an Israeli port, and I mean, you guys probably know that they're not going to do that, right? Because they want to give the aid to the Palestinians themselves. They do not trust Israel with the aid. So they're not going to the other port. So they're going to keep going. Is it code or something? It could be as simple as we just want to make them afraid and like kind of make them worried so they change course, which is stupid. They will not do that because you're counting weird to like 10 or something. I don't think it's code. Like if it's a code, like are they communicating code with themselves through the speakers, which makes it really weird? My guess is just like, okay, we need to like scare people. So we just, what can we do? What can we say? Well, we can count. Okay. Like that's probably it. It's just super stupid. And it's like, what do you expect them to do? But this is, I think, the main thing. Let's listen to the...
Maybe if you want to explain it terribly.
Yeah, I can't actually see it yet in the nest. Let me just see which one you've put out from your... And guys, if you're missing anything, because we are turning things around in the nest, if you're missing anything, just look on Suleiman's timeline and you should be able to see all the updates there.
That is good to know.
Although having said that, Suleiman, I'm refreshing your timeline and the last one I can see is from an hour ago. This is crazy. What is happening to your timeline? Okay, I can see it now. So Israel warns the Madleen Freedom Flotilla and plan to attack. The Israeli Navy has released footage showing its forces communicating over open radio frequencies with the Freedom Flotilla Madleen, warning them not to approach the Gaza Strip and instructing them to divert to the port of Ashdod in southern Israel. So what this is we have the flotilla, we have Madleen with Greta Thunberg and all these other
If they don't comply, they're going to carry out a control operation.
Milk formula for the babies because there is a famine. And what's happening is Israel have intercepted, cut off communications, sprayed the ship with some white substance. They've got...
4 minutes ago, the Israeli army has begun storming the Madleen Freedom Flotilla. Source, Israeli media platform.
Go to Ashdod port. Go to our port. Do not carry on straight towards Gaza. So it's a standoff situation.
We have a video.
Go to Ashdod.
All right, guys. It's titled that they're being attacked. Let's see. So this is the white paint? Yeah. Man, that must be terrifying.
Everyone take cover, please.
Take over, everyone.
I'm gonna let it play 3.5 minutes.
They are not peaceful. This is not an interception. This is another war crime about to happen. This is another war crime about to happen against civilians. It's civilians. It's a trip of carrying nothing but humanitarian aid. So please keep your eyes on us. I will turn the camera so you can see what I mean. We don't know what this is. I don't know how to turn this camera around.
What is this, guys?
So, here it is. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know what this is. Guys, can we put this down? Can we
I don't think it's a good idea, yes. I don't think it's a good idea. Everyone. We know our positions. We just sound the alarm to everyone. We are in contact with our team here. Stay calm. get your passport. Everyone has their passport.
I don't have
Me neither. So, there's someone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Matisse. Okay, so we have someone playing.
Sorry, come on. Okay, come on.
So you can see it clearly there. It stinks really, really bad.
I need to drive back. Sorry, come on. Okay, come on.
So you can see it clearly there. It stinks really, really bad.
It stinks really, really bad. It's not paint.
I need to drive back.
We don't know what it is. And
I mean, I know that with trucks they go through the streets and they spray like really stinky stuff on houses, and like, are they doing that from above?
putting up the Palestine flag to protect us, literally. We are used.
I'm leaning towards that actually. If it's really smelling bad, that is probably what it's intended to do.
Using the Palestine flag to protect us. This is what we are doing right now. We don't know what this paint is. I cannot tell you. It smells very.
Let's go! But why paint?
Shit, guys. I'm so sorry that there's so much happening right now. Do we have the grab bag?
Avoid to inhale this paint. Avoid to touch it.
Do we have masks, guys? We don't have any masks.
How do you not have masks?
So I will cover my mouth. Okay, use your kafiyas. Use your kafiyas to. Oh my God! Please water.
Yes.
This chemical.
Is going to distribute all of our passports right now. We put in a safe place, okay?
I need light.
Yes, Mark.
Was that a flare? Like, what was dropping? Like, there's a red thing. The light is the drone.
Oh my God! Please water.
Yes.
This chemical.
Is going to distribute all of our passports right now. We put in a safe place, okay?
The white thing is the drone. That has to be the drone. Man, that's scary.
Yes, Mark.
The red light was something from below, I think.
Please.
Yeah, it's in the ship.
IOF is contacting us right now. I'm filming it.
Okay. Right, please film this. You can some focus lights and other things. Nice. Passports.
That's the radio.
I just thought that the IOF is making contact. Oh my God, it's burning my eyes, this thing. Is it burning your eyes? No?
So she says it's burning my eyes. I asked someone else, is it burning your eyes? And she said no. I totally get, like, being worried. I totally get that. And maybe it doesn't have the same influence on everyone.
Okay. My phone is about to die.
Look at the drone light.
I'm gonna come back to this light.
That's the drone light. Man, it's from movies, you know? Let me check. Yeah, they're soldiers and they're obscene selfies, yeah. They took them out of the boat already? We don't know what happened to them? Alright, let me turn the
I just think we need to keep the pressure up. I think we need to keep the pressure up. Gary, just to give you some background, one side of Gaza sits on the Mediterranean Sea, which is international waters. And the last time a flotilla went to take aid by sea, and they're happy, like all of this aid is checked. It's checked by, before they actually set sail. So when they went by sea last time, Israeli commandos boarded deck and shot and killed, well, they shot many people, but they actually managed to kill 10 people. So these people that have gone today, over the last few days, they've been sailing to try to get to Gaza with aid, and they are happy to have it inspected. It's all aid, it's medicine and baby medicine and things like that. Israel is not interested in inspecting it. It will not allow aid in. It will not. There is a blockade, there is a siege on Gaza. And today the Israeli minister has said, and I quote, "We will not allow them to break the siege. We will not allow them to break the blockade." So he's actually saying there's a siege, there's a blockade, and we're not going to allow anybody to bring in any aid. And then you've heard Mays give the update.
6 minutes ago, Francesca, 1 a.m. UK time, Israeli speedboat reached Madleen. Speedboat. Okay. At the time the boat was intercepted, no one is wounded. The captain asked me to record. I heard the soldiers speaking while the captain was on the phone with me. I lost connection with the captain as he was telling me that another boat is approaching. Let me go back. There's some other updates here as well. 12:40 a.m. UK time. The drones are pouring white paint on the boat. 12:51. The flotilla people remain in good spirit, but they say they stay undercover because of the 2 quadcopters flying over them and dropping paint as well. These machines are made to kill, not just to surveil. So, yeah, they're at the mercy of them. So what is this last image from the Telegram group? They all have their hands up. So, if they have their hands up, then they are on the ship. For sure. The light that we see coming from the right, that is not a drone, because that's not how low they would fly, I would guess. So that's just flashlights maybe on their guns. We have a Telegram update here. The Madleen is currently under assault. Quadcopters, and then connection has been lost on the Madleen. Israeli army have boarded the ship. They're on the ship. They're just all sitting here below deck with their hands up, terrified. 2:02 a.m. So the 2 a.m. that it would happen on 2 a.m. Yeah, 2:02. So they boarded. Yeah. They have boarded Madleen. Feed was then cut. Last thing I heard was they're telling us to turn off our phones. Yeah. So are they going to put another captain in the ship? So what is this picture? Al Jazeera. They have their hands up and they're clearly very scared, which makes sense, like considering who it is. Let's see if the foreign ministry has tweeted again. Let's see. They should not have boarded the ship if they were going to that Israeli port, right? Which they probably didn't. So the captain was probably going straight. So now they boarded the ship, and the question is, what are they going to do? Yeah, they're surrounded. They're on the ship. So like they probably have someone pointing a gun towards the captain. I mean, that would not be surprising. So it's their call. There's nothing these people can do. There's literally nothing that they can do. I mean, when they're on the ship, like, you cannot go straight anymore. As a captain, you can't. Like, you just can't. You don't have any weapons. So the question is, like, one would assume that they know what type of ship it is. It's a sailboat. So they can probably take control and, like, redirect it to somewhere else. Because telling them to do so, they're not doing it. Even if you're on the ship and the question is, are they going to point a gun and say, you're going to redirect it, you're going to that port, or I will shoot? Like, are they going to do that? They're crazy. I don't think they're going to do that.
By a wave of other people
I don't know.
who would try to get aid across, and it would break their starvation and famine campaign and genocide.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that last point for sure. Like, they don't want this to be successful, and then there's a bunch of people that start trying to replicate it, and the next thing you know, it's fighting back against and showing that Israel can't just do this, and then we're gonna...
Let's check some new videos.
Right now, they're jamming our comms. They are saying
32 minutes ago, jamming their communications.
stuff just to jam our communication.
Yeah.
They are doing this so that we cannot get help.
There's a comm center, right? So there's a city somewhere where they are actually communicating with them, giving them updates.
Everyone, you see this light? There's a drone right above us lighting this light. We are getting into position
So
right
scary.
now. This is, take cover. Okay, everyone, you see this light?
They could also not do that, right? Like, if you don't want to give them the opportunity to record footage that looks really scary, as if it's coming from some really sci-fi movie with, like, it's dystopian, like, it just reminds me of, like, Terminator 2, like the future war and the lights on the big Terminators, like, that's what it makes people think about. Like, yeah, it sounds like not real. Like, imagine dealing with this. Do you need to do this with a drone? You know where they are. You don't even need to turn on the drone's light. You have probably radar and stuff like that. So you can also just get one speedboat to the ship and then try to, you know, like, not give them the opportunity to capture any footage that makes you look like a lunatic army that is doing weird stuff. But, like, they just, like, don't they get it? Let's try to intimidate them so they redirect. Obviously they're not going to redirect, that makes no sense. And then the drone lights, yeah, that footage is all going to end up on news channels, probably, hopefully.
Harrowing in terms of what's happening, and we've got more information coming out from there, which is the Israelis army have jammed the radios to prevent the people on board, the crew, from calling
we
out.
Just saw that.
So yeah, that is the latest news. That is crazy at the moment.
They're on the ship.
In terms of, I haven't posted the second one, but the first one is in the nest, and it is that just at 9. Oh, flip! I was gone. Keep going to the wrong thing. Yeah, just at 2:30 Palestine time. That's roughly when that footage, you can see the Israeli army illegally taking over the ship. Yeah, so that is craziness what's happening right now. I just can't believe it. Like,
there's actual like Liam Cunningham, who's a Game of Thrones actor on the ship, a member from.
He's not on the ship.
So they
I got that confirmed, right?
High-profile people that were willing to engage in this mission. There's 12 people on the ship. I'm just going through who's actually on there. Did you cover that earlier?
Yeah.
So we've mentioned Liam Cunningham, we mentioned Greta Thunberg, we've mentioned Rima, we mentioned Tiago, I forgot his surname. But yeah, do mention the others. It's important to highlight.
Yeah, Avila.
Trending the Israelis now.
Sorry, Simon, we lost you.
Right, okay. Just going through the list. So I just put it in.
Let's check his channel. Suleiman, he has a lot of updates, new video.
Yeah, Thiago Avila, which is
just before Israeli illegally took over the Madleen Freedom Flotilla, 2:30.
A German human rights activist.
I think we saw 2:02. The footage we saw with 2:02, timestamp 2:02. But what time zone was that in? I don't know. But like. The person in the middle here, I think, is Greta, because she's a bit shorter than the other people. We've already seen this, right? It's just random numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 3, 9. Like, are they maybe giving them like a radio frequency so they can communicate with them? Ah, that could be it, right? Let me go back to the beginning. One, two, three, four, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. My guess, even though I cannot really decode what numbers they're mentioning, I think that is just them giving the radio frequency, because you need a frequency to know, to like connect, right? To be able to communicate. But the foreign ministry video we just watched, that was kind of like not a radio frequency thing. That to me sounded more like they're just broadcasting it.
Of the coast of Gaza is
that's a speaker.
As part of a legal.
And this is close. This has to be close to them because it's on the speaker. So this is on a ship that is very close to them.
Naval blockade. If you wish to.
Okay, so that is basically what happened. They're on the ship. The question is, what is happening now? If they, like, my guess is that they're going to redirect the ship and then just bring it to a port, the port that they maybe mentioned, where they said that is where you can drop off the humanitarian aid? Are they going to detain them? Are they going to detain them? Going to see what Benjamin, if he has tweeted anything. He's monitoring this probably as well. Let's see. How old is this? Can we... This is probably not related, is it? Yeah, we don't care, sorry. Let's see. What else do we have? Anything new from Rima? So they're going to bring the ship to another location because they are not allowing them to just drop off the humanitarian aid in Gaza. So they're redirecting the ship. That is for sure happening, right? I cannot imagine that they can actually reach the beach and then drop off the humanitarian aid. They're not allowing that. That to me is very clear. They are not doing that. So they will redirect them to a different location, and then they will say, give us the aid, we will distribute it for you. If that is what is going to happen, they're going to actually ask for the aid, or they're probably just going to grab it. But let's say they're going to ask and say, give us the aid, and we will deliver it to you, for you. They would probably say, we don't trust you. Like, we don't trust genocidal. We don't trust you. We just don't trust you. Yeah, we don't. We just don't. We're going to stay with the aid until it's actually hand delivered. So you can guide us, we will give it to them, but we need to see the aid reaching them. We have to see it with our own eyes, not video footage that you guys are going to record. They will probably just grab the aid and say, we're going to distribute it, it's not up to you. Let's say that happens, they take the aid, and then from their perspective, like if they detain them, it's just going to make things worse. Obviously, it's not nice to be detained, but it's going to make things worse from a PR perspective for Israel. So if they're smart, they will not detain them. They will say, thank you for delivering aid. We are legally allowed to detain you because you did something that you're not supposed to do. Leave. Get on your ship and leave. That is like, and then they should make sure that the aid actually reaches them. So let's just brainstorm. Like, what if you're in their position? I would say, yeah, that's what you then would do. Like, hey, you cannot, like, I would probably, like, okay, if you're a nice person, you're like, hey, let's go together and we'll give them the aid. Like, that's not what they're going to do. Like, let's be realistic. That's not what they're going to do. But you make sure that the aid gets delivered. Probably they cannot deliver it themselves. So you're going to do that for them, but then you would add a lot of aid on top. And then do like the best aid delivery ever. Like, but that is all wishful thinking. Like, that will not happen, obviously.
This time, on the
they're not good at
genocide,
this. They can't.
I think with social media, as I think Simon and Mays were saying earlier, and Suleiman, that this has become very, very high profile. And without a shadow of a doubt, they know this space is running. The IGF started doing spaces because
they made an emergency video and it's up. It says, if we see it, they have been kidnapped. So detained. Kidnapped, detained, yeah. Israel will say we've just detained them because they're illegally trying to go to the shore and they're not allowed to do that. So we have the foreign ministry here. I would expect them to post a tweet if they want to take control of the narrative a bit and say we have detained them. I do not see that tweet yet. Josh Young. I don't know if this is just a random person. Huge missed PR opportunity. Let them go to Gaza. Israel should let Greta go to Gaza. There could be some unintentional great PR as we see what happens to our group when they get there. Yeah, great replies here. Yeah. Do not read the replies on tweets from the Israeli Foreign Ministry. That's not a great idea. So let's see. Let's listen in.
The Madleen Freedom Flotilla, and they've arrested them. So that's the latest news. That is what's happening right now.
Yeah, and remember, all they need to do to get away with this is they need to connect what people are doing with the classification of terrorism. You know, in the case of US, there's been lots of campaigns around saying free Palestine. The Israelis.
Sorry, what do you mean with why am I saying illegal? What do you mean? No, from the perspective from Israel, they consider it illegal. I don't know if that is what you're referring to, but like if I go to I'm not saying that it's illegal to deliver aid to people that need aid. Like obviously I'm not saying that. But like if you let me see which tweet was it? Like this tweet. The yacht is claiming that it's delivering humanitarian aid. In fact, it's a media gimmick, blah, blah, blah. It's delivered regularly, blah, 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 blah. Here, the Gaza maritime zone remains an active conflict area, and Hamas has previously exploited sea routes. Unauthorized attempts to breach the blockade are dangerous, unlawful, so it's illegal. They would label it as illegal, right? Like, I'm not labeling it as illegal, like, obviously. Let's read what Grok is actually saying. The legality of Israel's naval blockade of Gaza is contentious. Proponents argue it's legal under international law, citing security needs in the San Remo manual, which permits blockades and armed conflict. Yeah, armed conflict. It's just a genocide. Let me see. Let me turn on the audio here again.
Who's on that ship? Because I mean, the part about putting the laser target on your friend and like interrogate is one thing. Terrorize and assault is a whole different thing, right? And I feel like that is what
2 minutes. 2 minutes ago, new video.
They can fire those drones.
Okay, we've already seen that one.
Insane. So, like Greta Thunberg, right? Everybody always had something to say about her and everything, but shout out to her, props to her, and everybody who went with her, because that is huge. Because somebody could even say like, oh, well, she's just doing this for attention. No, bro. Like,
no, I'm not saying like the blockade is not legal. No, I'm not saying the blockade is legal. I'm not saying anything is illegal. So the Israelis claim that trying to deliver aid in Gaza now is illegal. That's how they classify it, right? Like if you just read the tweet from the foreign ministry, they say unauthorized attempts to breach the blockade are dangerous, unlawful, and undermine ongoing humanitarian efforts. So they are labeling it as unlawful. Is it actually unlawful to try to deliver aid? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, it's the Israeli foreign ministry, like obviously they're just saying whatever they want. So here someone tweets, like he has a lot of updates as well. Under international law, it's still considered occupied territory. Yeah, this means Israel as the occupying power is responsible for the well-being of the civilian population. That is true. Blocking access to essential foods, essentials like foods, fuel, and medicine violates those responsibilities. That is true as well. Yeah. Like, it's not illegal to try to get them aid. If it's, let's say this, if it's illegal to get them aid, then we need to reconsider what is legal and what is illegal, right? I bet they carry more cameras than aid supplies, someone tweets. Don't read the replies, but it's like, really? Do you really think they carry more cameras than aid supplies? They just have their phones. Like, clearly they just have their phones. Right? Like, if I would have probably tried to put a lot of cameras on the boat or whatever, but like they don't have a lot of cameras, they just use their phones.
Oh, okay, I'll come back to you.
You can see it in this video.
Moon, go ahead.
Do you see them with the really, like, there's one person with a big camera. Everyone else is on their phone.
Everyone, of course, they are all together in this. But she has been targeted during 20 months.
Yeah, they don't care about laws, no. They don't care about international law.
Rape threat from Zionist, lobbyists in France. But on all French media, she has been politically attacked because she's an MP. She's a European MP, French, Palestinian, and European MP. So the fact that she's
you could say the cameras are aid as well. They need, if you give them cameras, they can record it.
They just attacked
what
her,
is happening.
Has been Hamas bomb.
I mean, let's be honest. We all probably wish that they all had cameras with a 5G connection at all times, so they could live stream everything. because the more evidence we have of the atrocities that are happening, the better, right? Then you also realize, like, there is a lot of evidence. Like, if you've been following it, you've seen the footage. If you're watching, like, the electronic intifada, and you're watching those live streams, and you're seeing all the footage, like, we've seen so much footage, and it's just a fraction of what could potentially be recorded if everyone had a phone with an internet connection, right? So, but like, yeah, they control the internet access there as well, so it's even difficult to get that out. I have seen people, like, there is internet to a degree, I think, but like, yeah, we're seeing like only a fraction of the footage. Yeah, let me turn on the audio.
Everyone to be in the streets tomorrow, tonight, whatever. She just made a call to action.
I appreciate that information, Booby. It's extremely, extremely important. And if you do have any more information about any of the people involved, then do jump in. But I put a tweet in the nest. Israel has illegally arrested the following innocent journalists and activists. So I do want you to retweet that, reshare it, and for people to understand that these are European, international, Western journalists and activists that have been illegally apprehended by the Israelis, and we don't know what they're going to do with them. But the first one is, he's French. It's Baptiste Andre, Reva Viard, who is French, Greta Thunberg, a 20-year-old essential child who is Swedish, Rima Hassan, who is as French, obviously Palestinian heritage, Sueb Ordu, who is Turkish, Sergio Toribio, who is Spanish, Mark van Rene, who is Dutch, Tiago Avila, who is Brazilian, Omar Faid, who is French, Yanis Mohammadi, who is French, Pascal Morieres, who is French, and Yasemin Akar, who is German. So those are the people who have been illegally apprehended by the Zionist regime. You're looking at French, Swedish, Turkish, Spanish, Dutch, Brazilian, and German citizens who have been apprehended. So obviously with the Israelis, they know the rules don't apply to them, law doesn't apply to them. They can attack your citizens however they please. They can breach international law whenever.
They've done so many hits outside of their own country.
Now, so that tweet is in the nest. I do want you to retweet and reshare that. I think it's extremely important that people realize the breadth and depth of this attack by the Israelis, and they, you know, the crime these people committed. They were trying to get.
Let me mute it. I wish I could pause it. What is this? This is a pre-recorded video, I think, 13 minutes ago. This is interesting.
And I'm from Germany. If you're seeing this video, we have been intercepted at sea and kidnapped by the Israeli occupation forces or by one of its allies, complicit and actively participating in the genocide of Palestinians. I appeal to my comrades, friends and family to put pressure on the German government and to ask for my release as soon as possible.
Whoa, that hit hard. They've prepared these videos. That's very smart. So I would assume that they have recorded this type of video, all of them. But imagine being her family and seeing this. Don't read all the replies. Yeah. That is heartbreaking because you don't know. Even if they detain them, like let's say they detain them for like some time, how long? For what? For trying to give aid to people that need aid. How long are you going to keep them? And the PR nightmare will just get worse. Obviously, you could say they don't care. If we know that they don't care about the PR nightmare, they think they can throw a couple of song festival against it and the PR problem will be
We don't know what they're going to do to them. Someone mentioned torture. All of these things are possible. But yeah, the Freedom Flotilla has been taken control by the
torture to do what? Torture to do what? We cannot rule it out, but torture to do what? What are you trying to get out of them?
They've actually got control of the ship now. They've seized it. It was carrying international activists who were trying to reach Gaza. Israeli officials said before, they had announced before that if the ship was intercepted, which it has been, the activists would be detained and quickly deported. This is what that girl Casey was asking earlier. Now we have that in writing, that this is what I thought would happen. The thing is, Israel is saying that they would be detained and quickly deported. I said they would be detained and deported. I don't know how quickly that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Do not expect them to be on flights tomorrow morning at all. There will be questions asked. There will be their gadgets, their whatever they've got on them, the laptops, the devices, their phones will be taken. Data will be stripped off them. They will be interrogated. They will be asked who they communicated with, how do they know these people, who else they've met, who's in their organization. It will not be a quick deportation. A quick deportation is when you actually take somebody and then find the next flight and put them on there.
Yeah. Wouldn't you want them to get on the ship and then leave with the ship?
And
here are the countries.
There's Israel has said that they are likely to deport them within 24 hours.
So on a plane.
And because they think any delay could escalate the situation diplomatically. Let's see if it happens within 24 hours. And it was an unarmed civilian vessel in international waters. And it was a detention of foreign nationals. This should open the door to legal action in international courts. In any other world, it would. But obviously, we know that it's not going to in this case. So that was the update I wanted to give. Really quickly. Casey, jump in.
Yeah, I just wanted to, I'm like kind of just assessing things. Right now in America, there's like this huge thing going on in California, right? And they'll say it's the left. A lot of this stuff I feel like is ignited. But I do look at Greta Thunberg as like a leader for like young, you know.
I want to see this video. It's only 25 seconds. Let's see. Let me turn out the volume. I don't think we saw this. Yeah, this is the ship being boarded. You can see them being terrified. You know what what I think is happening here? They took his phone. He's recording himself, like the way the camera is all over the place. I think this is them. It fell, and that's a hand. And it's not him, because it would go back to the old position. So that's them taking his phone. Yeah, you see him looking at the phone. I think he's realizing, like, okay, they're gonna grab it. He's looking at it like, don't grab my phone, don't grab my phone, don't grab my phone. Please leave my phone, leave my phone, leave my phone. I can't lip read, but like, yeah, they're taking his phone here. You see the shadow of a guy? All right. Let's see. We have someone we need to block in the chat, it seems. How do we do that? So we go for hide user on this channel. I mean, if all you can do, lame bread, if all you can do is post a flag, and also, like, what is your, like, like, okay, is that all you got? A flag? Like, that's it? Like, you're proud of what? Of them preventing them from bringing humanitarian aid to people that need it? Like, that's an issue for you? Really? Like, are you kidding me? I'll let you respond. Like, are you really proud? Right? You're here, you just commented and you posted the flag. I'll give you some time. Respond. Do you want to go on a call with me in Discord and debate me on and try to convince me that it's a good thing what Israel has been doing? Not just the entire genocide, but here. You think this was smart? Really? Lame bread? Yeah, you're out. I don't care. That's ridiculous. So, yeah, when are they going to get released?
There's a lot of focus on her, but this flotilla, it's really a group of people who met many times before organizing this.
I think we're not going to get a lot of updates. I will keep monitoring Francesca. Let's see if she has anything to say. They are arrested. They took the ship. they're saying that they will deport them. The foreign ministry, we can still check if they have any tweets. Just a quick check. I don't think we'll get a lot of updates. Like, it will probably take a day or so. And yeah, let me see. No new updates 52 minutes after this video. So Rima, they're not going to update anything anymore because they're arrested. Their phones have been taken away. So now the ball is not just in Israel's hand and to decide when they're going to get, like, release them, but they're going to do with the aid. Like, it's in their court, but on the other hand, it's also in all these countries' court, right? It's up to them now. They're supposed to now call the ambassador of Israel in your country to come and talk and say, hey, what's going on? Why did you arrest them? Why aren't they allowed to just deliver the aid? So where is the post with all the countries? Let me see. I think it was not Francesca. Let me see, which one was it? Go back. Israel, Greta, Suleiman. I think he had a post. Yeah, so we have France, we have Sweden, we have Turkey as well. Interesting. We have Spain, we have the Netherlands, we have Brazil. A lot of people from France, and we have one from Germany as well. So what I'm now kind of curious about, I can turn on the volume for that thing again.
Netanyahu was sipping on a tequila.
So these countries, so it will go into the news. People expect this to be covered in the news. It will come up in the news for sure in all these countries. And then people, there is a political system, right? Like political parties or whatever. And they will ask questions. They say, hey, we need to ask the ambassador, and that has to happen tomorrow. So all the Israeli ambassadors tomorrow have to talk to the counterparts in the countries that they are, and they need to answer some questions, and they will ask for the immediate release. They're not probably going to talk a lot about the aid that they have brought. It's like one truck of aid. Their priority is probably just to get the people home. So they're like, yeah, put them on a plane, send them home. We want them home now. Yeah. The question is, how long will they keep them? And they probably, if they're not extremely stupid, which they seem to be sometimes or often, you don't keep them that long. You do want to get them to be in their home country with their family, and then they will obviously have a lot of interviews. They will go on TV shows. But the longer you keep them, the bigger the audience will be on those TV shows. The more people will be reading the news articles. Let's see. Like dropping the chemicals, that was crazy. Like, what was it? Was it really for the drone? Like, what? Like, you don't need it. You obviously don't need it. You can track them without the paint. Someone in the call did mention, like, hey, maybe it was for tracking. It could be, but like the technology is good enough to track them. Really, I think even without the light. This ship does not go that fast. It's a sailboat. It's sailing. It's using the wind. It's not going that fast. So it's really easy to track. So dropping a paint on that boat, which is just frightening. Like, this picture now exists. Looking at this picture, by the way, this is not someone holding a phone, because in the top left we see security, the label security. So this is a ship camera. So this is a built-in camera. So they have already considered probably like, hey, if this happens, if this is going down, we will go under deck, and I can see paint on the window left as well. And they are recorded as this happens. So there is probably video of this. The question is, because here we only see a picture, but there has to be a video. This is not a camera that is only taking pictures. This Greta Thunberg, like, oh, AI is like, oh man, AI pisses me off sometimes. Even though I use it occasionally, like the way they're using AI is kind of stupid. So the question is, how long are they going to keep them?
Controlled. You have, in fact, Israelis in the Israeli parliament are debating the right to rape. And if you rape a Palestinian, then you actually become an international hero. And so these
I
are
don't
the
know if
types
it
of
was
things that are happening
chemicals, but it's
at
stank.
the moment. And so just remember,
I cannot rule out that they just dropped something that really stinks. But like, I think it was that bad. Like, you would hear all of them maybe talk about it. I don't know. It's very hectic. Like, here, this is the reaction of when it just fell. But like, this footage is just, I think I muted this tab. Let me go back. So yeah.
Look at this. They are. Okay, everyone take cover, please.
Take over, everyone.
Good job, Israel.
So
we won't practice this. We knew this could happen.
they are not peaceful. This is not an interception. This is another war crime about to happen. This is another war crime about to happen against civilians. It's civilian. It's a trip of carrying nothing but humanitarian aid. So please keep your eyes on us. I will turn the camera so you can see.
Why would you drop the
What I mean,
white paint? Yeah.
we don't know what this is. I don't know how to turn this camera around.
Democracy Now? Greta on Democracy Now? I think there have been some interviews, pre-recorded interviews. So this is the paint they're showing. Oh wow, this footage is actually... Okay, this is very clear footage. Let me go back. So Al Jazeera Arabic has some interesting footage here that I have not seen yet. I think he's just
غزة
talking.
لكسر هذا الحصار لأن
Let me turn on the English podcasting.
And it's fully supported by the paycheck of the United States government as a settler colonial project. Because Israel wants to take all the land, make it unlivable.
For some weird reason, looking at this footage, like there's nobody on the ship. It feels like this footage was captured when they were already arrested. But is this Israeli footage?
Happen. They're now
I don't think
at
so.
What type of genocide can they get away with?
They're
And
taking
remember,
the flag.
We called it Genocide Joe and Holocaust
What are they doing with the flag?
but it's now terrorist Trump that is.
No, this person has paint on their hand.
Greenlighting this. The operations that are leading to massacres right now, they are U.S. operations.
Oh, interesting. Let's go back.
That are meant to be delivering aid.
Is there audio?
بحسب هذه
No. Alright, so I'm going to play the podcast, but you can see a ship approaching. I'm going full screen.
Thanks for joining us. Just to give you a quick update, the Freedom Flotilla, which was on its board towards Gaza, has been apprehended by the Israelis. They've taken control of it. They've kidnapped the people on board who are from France, Sweden, Spain, Holland, Brazil, Turkey, and Greta Thunberg, 20-year-old girl from Sweden as well. They threw some white chemicals onto the ship as well, and then they've taken them. We don't know what they're doing with them. They've cut off all communication and they've gone dark. What's your thoughts on that? They were just merely providing aid. They were going to bring aid, medicine.
So when we see the footage, so they're coming from the back. If I go back here, let me see. They're approaching them from the back, and then they're on the... What is that, starboard? How do you call it? They're on the right. So it's one... That is the one that is coming to intercept them. So they were on that thing. But yeah, you can see them approaching from the back. That was scary. Yeah, this is like one of them, clearly. This is probably one of the better cameras. It's like not a phone camera, I think. But then the moment where they're like suddenly being trailed. Where is it? Skip a bit. That was scary. Why is it so difficult for me to get to that point? Let me see. Yeah, around here. No audio, unfortunately. The light behind them. Is that them on the ship? Or is that like the boat? My assumption was that it was the boat. It's coming from very low. Yeah, that is pretty scary.
Do this to they do it to people from like Europe. Like you normally they think they'll get away with it. I know they've killed Americans before in the past, but it's been like specific incidences. But here they've basically, these are like French citizens, Brazilian
Quite the
citizens.
collection.
What's your thoughts on that in terms of this kind of this psychology of not really caring what anyone's got to say and then just committing genocide and killing whomever they want?
Well, I mean, I see. I don't know the circumstances of this. I mean, I do know that if you just, take a boat and land in some foreign country without, proper entry, there are issues with that, right?
Dan, it's 160 miles off.
Yes, flag. Bill?
See that? They picked them up out at sea?
What do you mean?
Second time. This is the problem. You and I look at this and go, hey, are you telling me a country is now
Gazans
violating
hate
what you
gays?
and I thought was international?
Oh, am I being
law
trolled?
I am a citizen and safe.
Bill is a
I'm
bot.
so
Let's see,
selfish,
Bill.
I'm only interested in myself. This should be a fucking huge issue for every human being.
Bye,
Yeah, I
Bill.
didn't know it was 160 miles off. That
Gazans hate gays.
I thought that they caught them coming
Bye,
in
Erica.
to Gaza.
12 for the
Like if you
12 to 24 knowledge.
if you want don't leave stupid comments.
Yeah.
We're listening
some
to
matches less. I mean,
this.
I remember going out to a gambling boat and it was
let me click
5
on
miles
it.
offshore or 10 miles offshore.
So
So,
on
yeah, I mean,
Twitter,
like 100
on Twitter, there's like a voice thing, and Suleiman Ahmad is one of the hosts, and he's like updating. I can see even Dan Bilzerian is there. Interesting. So yeah, and they're just updating everyone, and I have to admit they've given a lot of good
about
updates.
Killing Greta Thunberg.
I'm checking like Francesca Albanese's Twitter to see if there's anything there, but we have like the latest information is they have been arrested. They have been arrested. Like 48 minutes ago, this is what was happening. At that time, the boat was intercepted. No one is wounded. The captain asked me to record. I heard the soldier speaking while the captain was on the phone with me. I lost connection with the captain as he was telling me that another boat is approaching. So clearly, this picture that you can see, that light, they have all their hands up. The captain is probably still, where he's supposed to be. Like you're not going here inside and then it's just going the captain will stay there. But this is the moment they were boarded. This is the moment they were arrested. They were asked to go to a different port to give Israel the aid, and then they would deliver it. They probably said, we're not doing that. Or they just ignored them and they just kept going. Like, we're on a mission. We're not giving them the aid.
And I am from Sweden.
Oh, pre-recorded video from Greta. Let's look. 25 seconds. We already know what this probably will be. She will say, hey, I have been arrested if you're seeing this video. Which is kind of... Man... The fact that they had to record this, like, imagine what goes through your head after this, like, or before, but also the family. Has the family seen the pre-recorded videos, or are they seeing them for the first time? Like, have they maybe recorded a separate video for their family?
My name is Greta Thunberg and I am from Sweden. If you see this video, we have been intercepted and kidnapped in international waters by the Israeli occupational forces or forces that support Israel. I urge all my friends, family and comrades to put pressure on the Swedish government to release me and the others as soon as possible.
Yeah, it's the same type of video that we saw from the other person. Yeah. Let me know if there are any weirdos in chat. Well, Robert Bob. King Netanyahu. Weirdo. Like, you guys, oh man. Like, if you could at least, like, comment and say something that makes a little bit of sense. Like, the best you guys can do is, like, oh, let me just put in the flag. I'm gonna put the flag. That will trigger them. Like, you don't think we've seen the flag continuously? Like, we're seeing the flag. We're seeing the footage of the soldiers. They have the flag everywhere on their outfits as they're doing a genocide. We're seeing the flag everywhere. We're not triggered by the flag. Like, it's everywhere. So you're not really but on the other hand, you can't really make a point. There's nothing you can say that where we will say, oh, that sounds like a reasonable one. Like, there are no reasonable ones. You guys are weird. The entire world is like, what the hell is wrong with these people? We know, like, all these people that are speaking up about it have called out what happened on that day. I don't mind calling out what happened on that day. Yeah, I've seen the footage. Everyone you challenge, if you go to Francesca Albanese and you ask her, hey, are you happy what happened on that day? She will say, I was not happy what happened on that day, but history did not start on that day. Like, we know the history. Like, it's not that difficult. We have an internet connection, right? And then it's like, oh, let me just spam the flag. Like, you guys are ruining Twitter. Like, occasionally, I don't use Twitter, but occasionally I'm like, let me check Twitter, and then it's like looking at the replies, like, oh man, you guys
so many
ruined Twitter.
parallels to that, to what's going on in Israel, where they just want to start the narrative at Hitler. And they don't want to talk about what happened before Hitler.
All right, we're now gonna listen to Dan Bilzerian, right? He's now talking. I don't think it's a great idea for them to have him on that show. I'm not familiar with everything I said, but like, yeah, I've seen some weird stuff. Like, I don't tolerate anti-Semitism. I saw some pictures of weapons with like stupid symbols on them. Like, yeah, if he has that, like airsoft weapons or I don't know, but like Dan Bilzerian is a weirdo. I think we can agree on that. So what do we expect? They're not going to be deported immediately. That will not happen, right? Not within hours. But they will try to probably do it really fast, or they will detain them, arrest them, and keep them for a while. Okay, we have, let's see, translate post. So this is French, press release. Israel's interception of the Freedom Flotilla ship, illegal arrest of 12 humanitarians and peace activists, including French MEP Rima Hassan and Swedish activist Greta Thunberg. Share. We cannot read this. We can guess what did this, right? So this is coming from them, I would assume. So yeah, they have all these pre-recorded videos. And then what else are we going to hear, right? There's going to be radio silence now. They do not have their phones.
Thunberg, and I am from Sweden.
We just watched that video. So they do not have their phones. They cannot communicate. Here's another one. We have two more videos. We're going to watch them, even though we know exactly what they're going to say. They're going to call on their government, their people, their friends, their family, everyone, to put pressure on the foreign ministers. Yeah. So all the, what do you call it? The embassy. Let's see.
Hi everyone, I'm Thiago Avila. I'm a Brazilian citizen, member of the Freedom Flotilla Coalition, and if you're watching this video, it means that I've been detained or kidnapped by Israel or another complicit force around the Mediterranean on our way to Gaza to break the siege. And in this case, I urge you to pressure my government and my comrades' governments for us to be released out of prison and to break relations with Israel, to end the genocide and end the siege that Israel is putting the Palestinian people on. We count on you right now.
There's an interesting picture being tweeted here as well. 110 nautical miles, 200 kilometers. So it's international waters. Yeah. It's closer to Egypt, right? So, yeah, it's illegal. Yeah.
My name is Reva Sefervia.
He's French.
Reva Sefervia. I'm from France. If you see this video, it means that we got intercepted by the Israeli forces or complicits, and we may be in a very bad situation now. So I do ask our comrades, our family, friends, to please share this video and put pressure on the French government so that we could be with my friends released, and also, of course, that this genocide ends. So my name is Revaz.
F being so the 690 is saying stuff. Let's see. What are you saying? D690. F peace. Like no peace. Okay. F being a religious person. Like, well, aren't there enough religious people that have not done anything wrong to you? Like, who are you to decide if someone is allowed to, like? And then F protesting. What are you saying, dude? What are you saying? You make no sense. What else? F eating, F breathing, F talking. There's so like that is just super lame. You do not make any sense. Yeah, I'll leave you for now. It's just funny, but that's weird. Makes no sense. Let me see. Would we have really missed them if the painter had been successful? I think the... Alright, I'm going to engage with some of these comments. So I think I know what you're referring to. With the painter, right? It's the guy with the weird mustache, right? Would we have really missed them if he was successful? Like, dude. Like, that is messed up. Like, there are so many Jewish people that have spoken up against the genocide, right? So many. Like, if I just watch, like, for me, like, let me just show you. When you're saying that, let me go to electronic intifada. Intifada. Let me just quickly go there. When you're saying that, you know what I'm thinking about? Next to, like, there's a huge list of Jewish people, even though I do not know that many in my personal life. Maybe some of them I don't even know that they're Jewish. But like, I've learned about a lot of Jewish people because of what is happening now. When you are saying that, you're talking about Nora Barros Friedman as well. She's Jewish. I love Nora. I think she's an amazing person. Every time she's talking about, like, she starts the show, the stream on Electronic Intifada by commenting on what is happening, right? This is from 3 days ago.
Under the guise of distributing meager amounts of snacks to millions of starving people.
I'm going to show you footage that really messed with my head. Let me show you. Let me show you footage. Let me go back.
And civil defense workers.
I want you to not just pay attention to the baby that is stuck in the rubble. I want you to pay attention to Nora as well. I don't want to depress you guys, but like, do you not see the humanity in Nora? Do you not see how she is struggling to just even watch this? And then you say, well, if the painter guy got rid of all of them, would we have, like, dude, you're talking about a lot of people. What are you doing? Are there weirdos? Within any group of a significant size, you will find weirdos, right? Right? Any group. If it's a big enough group, you'll find weirdos. But there are also good people within all groups. Even in Israel, while I agree, like, if we look at the polls and the numbers, and it's like, we're like, oh my God, those numbers are really crazy. There are some people there as well. So you cannot say everyone. You just cannot say everyone. It's really messed up to say everyone. Whether it's a ethnicity, nationality, color of skin, whatever, right? You have to give so many exceptions, because I can give you exceptions. If you're like, hey, I don't like black people, if someone is saying that, then I can do the same thing and go through a huge list of like black people, like, hey, what about this person? And then they're like, and if they take their time, they're like, yeah, you're right. I wouldn't want that person to not be there. Oh, that person is okay. And then that list of exceptions is getting so long, it's like, dude. So yeah, sorry, when you say like, hey, if that guy would have finished, like what? What? You really would have preferred for there to not be any Jewish people at all? Like, really? You would have preferred for Nora to not have been there either? All those people that have experienced the Holocaust? Like, no. Like, I know what the Holocaust is. I know how messed up that is. I've visited in Europe the places where they brought those people. Like, yeah, I'm educated in that, right? So, yeah, no. I think that's messed up. That's why I also said with Dan Bilzerian, when he started talking, I watched his debate with Piers Morgan. I'm like, okay, I agree with this, I agree with that. But then you look into the stuff that he has actually said as well, more stuff and what he wants to talk about, and then it's like I see these pictures of weapons with like SS logo thing on it, and like, oh god, yeah, you do not want to associate with that person, right? So yeah, I think that is really, really messed up. So no, there are lots of good Jewish people, and it's frustrating because yeah, it's making life difficult for those people as well, even though they do not live there. So many Jewish people do not live there, wish that entire country did not exist, but they are Jewish people, right? Like, yeah, if you go to Belgium and you go to like Antwerp or whatever, you'll see a lot of Jewish people. You can recognize them. Like, you don't know them. Like, you have no idea who they are. Like, all these videos that I've watched, like Aaron Mate, like I think Aaron Mate is a really cool guy, and I do believe he's Jewish as well. So like there's just a huge list of Jewish people that I look up to. So yeah, I would not say something bad about Jewish people in general. And all the people that I look up to would never do such a thing either, right? They would not do such a thing either. And people could say, well, I think Ali Abu Nima is like anti-Semitic, like Nora is Jewish. Ali Abu Nima is not anti-Semitic. Like, really? Like, he's not anti-Semitic. You can call him anti-Semitic. He's not, right? He's just not. Like, he's not. And when I experience Nora in these streams on Electronic Intifada, I can feel that she's a mom. Like, she's a mom. You can just feel that she's a mom, and she's just a nice mom, and she cares about people. And every time I watch these streams and she's covering like the news, the horrible stuff, she's the one that needs to talk about it.
Her home nearby was bombed.
She's always the one talking about it.
9 of her 10
and I
children.
Feel
her son, 11-year-old
how much
Adam,
pain
survived,
she's feeling
but
at
was
that
critically injured and remains in the ICU. Her husband, physician Hamdi al-Najjar.
I have to even admit, I sometimes skip the streams because I find it really difficult to deal with that news. Like, it brings me down, but then I'm like, who am I to complain of feeling down, like when they are experiencing all of that stuff? So yeah, let me see. Norman, a Jew, has gone through a huge ordeal and paid for. Norman Finkelstein, his parents, like, yeah. Like, if you hear his story about his parents, and you hear Norman Finkelstein also talk about how his mom did not trust any Germans. But then there's like, yeah, not all Germans are bad, right? But from her perspective, because she experienced that, and that is why Norman Finkelstein is very empathetic, is that the right word? With like the Houthis and with Palestinians as well, because he's like, hey, from their perspective, they remind me of my mom saying you cannot trust any Germans, right? Well, Norman Finkelstein does not think like that, right? Norman doesn't say you can't trust any Germans. Like, yeah. My mom said it. I don't think it's that crazy for her to say such a thing, considering what she experienced, right? I do love this picture. It feels like painted. Yeah, it's really nice. Really jumps out. I don't know, like, is Dan still talking? Let me see. Dan is on mute, so that's good.
And so in the big bill, a bunch of money is going to be going towards Peter Thiel.
I think they're just talking about like some more generic stuff. Let me see if there's anything in the chat that is interesting. Yeah, I really like Norman Finkelstein. I know that he's like, if you look back, like he's not a fan of BDS. Like, I don't know. There, I probably would disagree with him. I don't have to agree with everything that Norman Finkelstein has said, but like, he has educated so many people, right? He has educated so many people. He's a great speaker. You can probably put him on 1.2 speed, maybe 1.5, but he's still a good speaker regardless. I love listening to Norm Finkelstein. Yeah, there's so many people I look up to that I like listening to. Here's another video. Oh, he's the Dutch guy. Let's hear. Is he speaking in Dutch?
Mijn naam is Mark Vanes en ik kom uit Nederland.
Yep,
Als je deze video ziet, dan zijn wij in internationale wateren op zee. Ontvoerd door het Israëlische bezettingsleger of een leger dat Israël helpt bij het plegen van genocide op de Palestijnse bevolking. Ik roep de Nederlandse overheid op om te pleiten voor mijn vrijlating en die van alle andere vreedzame activisten. Mijn naam is Mark Vanes.
Yeah, very smart to have so many people from these different countries. I would say like it's good to see so many French people as well, but like, oh man, more countries. The more countries you have, the better. But regardless, like, who am I to criticize these people for getting on a boat and not knowing if they would make it? because we know that other boats have been there. What is he wearing? So someone in the chat is like zooming in on him. What is he wearing? What is he wearing? He has something maybe around his waist. I don't know. Difficult to say, but I don't think he's hurt. Let me see. Always looking for what doesn't just. Oh, he's like. Is it someone saying it's like a vest, a bomb vest? Like really, seriously. Is there anything interesting? Let me see. Any discussions going on? He may be Jewish, but he's not Semitic. Semitic does not equal Jewish. Yeah, only Arab Jews are Semitic. I mean, it's because he's Polish. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't think. Yeah. So yeah, there is people from the land, right? Like I'm not Semitic. Like yeah, I'm not even Semitic. I'm not Arab. But I sympathize with people, and regardless of where they are, do I feel a closer connection maybe with Palestinian people? Because I'm originally Iranian, I'm from Iran. Do I feel like there's a lot going on there as well, right? And maybe, but I honestly, like that's not even it. It's not a regional thing to me. It's general. Like it's, if you look at this boat, like how many of these people are Arabs? Like it's not just an Arab thing. It's just humanity. Like everyone is seeing this. Obviously, people will say, well, there's so much stuff happening there and there as well. Yeah, that should be called out as well. This has been happening for a very, very long time. And it's really messed up. Like, come on. Anyone that has really been following it knows that it's really, really messed up. And if you don't follow it, because there's a lot of people that do not follow it. Like, how many people do not watch Electronic Intifada? Well, that's really easy to find out. 25,000, the last stream, a couple of days ago. What other channel do they check on YouTube to see what is happening? If it's English, right? What other English channels do we have that are reporting on this in a similar way as the Electronic Intifada is doing? And then I'm looking at the number of views. It's like 30,000, 36,000, 25,000. Really? 23,000, 26,000? That's how much views they get? 53. So with time it goes up. The one where Ali Abunimah was talking about is imprisonment in Switzerland, got 111,000 views. And then you're on YouTube and then you're watching like random videos and like the most random stuff, right? The most random stuff, and you're like, that got like 5.1 million views and people are like not watching this at all. Like, what's going on? And I also realized that YouTube is not pushing this type of content. I made one video before about one of the war crimes that I saw in the Al Jazeera documentary, and I was like, oh, let me make a video about it, and it got recommended to like 3 people. Like, yeah, it doesn't get pushed, so I want to edit it, improve it, and then again re-upload it or something. So let's see if they're showing any new footage. I don't think we're going to see any. Oh, there's a video from this, so let's see. If I rewind a little bit, there's a little bit of footage here. Let's see. So yeah, this is when they get boarded, when they get arrested. I'm kind of interested in if anything weird is coming up in chat. Let me see. Who do not care about the third world. There's so many people, especially Westerners, who do not care about the third world. It always surprises how often I speak to a coworker who doesn't know the genocide is even happening. You know, the difficulty here is, like, even with friends, I'm not going to call out any specific friends. Like, imagine if you have friends, they have like a family, and they're trying to, you know, they have stuff on their head. I don't know if you guys have, like, with coworkers, like, if you just talk about friends, like, if you're talking to your friends and you're talking about what is happening, you're telling them, have you seen that footage of that baby getting stuck in the building that collapsed? Would you like to see the video of that baby trying to rescue that baby? And that person will think about it and like say, Do you mind if I don't watch it? Because it messes with my head. I get depressed. When I get depressed, I get sad. When I get sad, I'm not nice to be around. I have a wife and 2 kids. I don't like to be the guy that is not nice to be around because I get irritated because I'm just so sad and unhappy. So a lot of people rationalize not following it to that degree, right? They are unhappy with it. They're pissed off, but they're like, I'm living my life. I'm not saying it's the right thing, right? But they're living their life and they're like, yeah, I cannot influence this really, which is sad because, yeah, maybe we can all agree that we all, after this stream, when we're living in these countries that these people are from, that we go and look for petitions and stuff, maybe send an email, just Google a bit, see what we can do, see if there are any protests. I mean, we could go to an embassy or whatever to protest if there's going to be a protest there. I don't know. We could do stuff like that. I think it's good for people to follow this stuff, you know, even the footage that really is depressing, like to see it because we need more people to be aware of it. But the reality is a lot of people think like, what do you expect me to do? Like, I can't really do anything. It's kind of out of my hands. I cannot influence this. It's the politicians and, well, if enough people go to the street, you know, with the demonstrations and stuff, but then people see like how in some countries, like in Germany, how they're dealing with protesters, right? You see people in companies standing up and saying like, you know, hey, our company is doing stuff that they're not supposed to do. We're helping them. We're enabling this. And what happens after that? They immediately lose their job. So yeah, I think everyone needs to look for themselves. Like, what can I do? But I get what you're saying with like, is it like deliberate ignorance? You know, like they don't really know what is going on. Do we have those people? Do people really not know what is going on? Like, what are they doing? Because I would assume that in most, like, I have to admit, the news here, local news, like, I don't really watch that. I just watch news on YouTube, and it's global news, and it's mostly this. But, like, isn't it on the news continuously? What do? Do you, like, skip the channel, go to another channel and watch sports, or, like, go get some tea, like, oh, I don't want to hear this? Are people doing that? I hope not. Yeah. Nobody got harmed. I don't think anyone got harmed. But the question is, how long are they going to detain them? They're going to be very stupid if they detain them for too long. They probably need to get them to leave their country and then go to their own country within a day. I would say, if they're really smart, which I don't think they are, like PR-wise, they're not really smart, I would prefer, like, they would probably, like, let them go somewhere so they can refill stock and whatever in the ship. They have the ship, like, were they planning to go there and go back? In an ideal world, they go there, they deliver the goods, they deliver everything, right? They give it to they hand out the food and the medicine and everything, and then they probably have enough stuff, and it's a sailboat, right? So they need some food for themselves, but they would probably like to go back. Their ship is ruined for now. Like, they need to clean it. Like, that paint thing is there. It stinks, based on what one of them said. But ideally, you want to... That's why you also don't do the stupid paint thing. Like, it's weird for me to say, like, if I was in their shoes, like, I would never be in their shoes because I would not be okay with an occupation, you know? Like, no, I would not try to steal land and kick people out of their houses and put them in an open air prison, like, obviously. But imagine somehow, like, theoretically, you're in their shoes now, you need to think of, like, the best way to deal with this. What is PR-wise, like, the best way to deal with this? You want to make sure that the delivery actually happens, that they get the goods, and that they leave, and that they are on their way going back home on the same ship. That's what you want. But yeah, that's not what is happening. The ship is there. Whose ship is it? Is that ship going back? Like, the captain, is it, like, owned by the captain? I don't know all the details about the ship, but, like, they probably want to be together. They were in it together. They don't want to go all to their own countries. Like, they want the food and medicine to be delivered to the people in Gaza. And the reality is they have no guarantee that that will happen. So then it's in the best interest of Israel to make sure that it's delivered. So you record it, but like, if you cannot show them delivering it, what will people trust it? Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, you can make some videos of boxes with like food on it, but then if we don't see the boxes being opened, we don't trust you that there was food in the box, because we don't trust you. We just don't trust you. They do not trust you. The world does not trust you. We don't trust you that you're going to give the food and the supplies to the people in Palestine, because you don't do it. It's not happening. You don't even deal with those weird people that are like destroying the aid packages, the trucks. They're attacking the trucks. Come on. Yeah. Let's see, what else do we have? Wheatling. What is Wheatling saying? Let's see. Go away, Wheatling. Let's see what Wheatling is saying. I think because that's suit to a secret. What is Wheatling saying? Lots of messages. I'm now very interested. Who is Wheatling debating? Who is Wheatling debating? You stole their religion from the start. It's all your fault? Whose fault? Whose fault is it, Wheatling? Let's see. My cat is here for emotional comfort. I need my cat for emotional comfort. Hello, cat. Oh. Let me see, Wheatling. What are you saying? What are you saying? It's all your fault from the start. Mahmoud Odi's live views have tons of viewers. Yeah, we can check. Is he live? Let me see. I check a lot of his live streams. Let me see. Illegal Israeli, so 27 minutes. Does he have any live?
Israel declared that they have everything ready to take over.
Sorry, the audio was really loud, I think. Am I going to react to 27 minutes?
The Freedom Flotilla going to Gaza.
That feels like you should probably just watch his video, right? So let's see. What is he? I mean, he's going to summarize everything that we probably said as well. So I'm not probably just going to watch this for 27 minutes. It was like a short update. I'm just checking if there's any information. Let me see. Let's see. He does talk about some additional topics as well, I think. Hamas has defeated us. Yeah, it's like a roundup of news, but he does talk about let's listen to this part.
They are still complicit in this genocide. And I wouldn't be surprised if
and he says Britain sends another spy flight from RAF. Yeah.
By the way,
that
was coordinated between the RAF and the IAF. And they could have done something to jam it potentially, because there's clear evidence being reported too. Now, Israel has been confirming and actually bragging about collaborating with ISIS in Gaza. And
yeah, C is going to other news as well. I'm just curious if Al Jazeera Arabic, let me make sure that we're on the live. Yeah, it's just footage. So that is the last footage. So we don't have a lot of that camera. That is a mic on that camera. Looks like a decent camera, but they don't have a lot of good cameras. It's mostly phones. So let me see if there is anything. At this point, Gaza is lost, and West Bank will be too. Oh, I think I already responded to 690. I would not get my hopes up that they will actually expel everyone and that Gaza and West Bank will be lost. I don't think it's that easy. Even though they're doing their best, I don't think that will happen. I understand that it's kind of weird when you see it just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Some people could say like, yeah, they're going to be successful. No, they're not. No, they're not. And it reminds me of what they said. Like once one of the people on the ship said, like, imagine if they kill us, imagine if we don't survive, there will be other ships. When I heard that, I was like, will there really be a lot of ships if you guys all get killed? Is there going to be a ship with 100 people? But when you say like, hey, the West Bank and Gaza is lost, they're going to just, take it over, and those people, like, where are they going? They're not taking over all the land. Yeah, I don't think that will happen. I think most people think that that will not happen, right? Like, no, that will not happen. And if that happens, like, international relations, I know while saying this, considering what has been happening and how much has been tolerated, yeah, I get that. But like completely getting rid of all the people, that's a lot of people. Like, I don't think that is going to happen. Let me see. You know, war is sometimes the only option. War is the only option. I don't consider it a war. I mean, it's a war. We've seen some wars, but a war is when there is two armies. There's not two armies. Clean up all the shite and save Greta. I mean, if you have good comments on it, let me see. I will react to it. If the enemy refuses to surrender, then their civilians will suffer. Oh, okay, Weedly. Yeah, so now I get why people were telling you to stop. So, if the enemy refuses to surrender, then their civilians will suffer. Like, that's like a rule, and it's like all the way, right? So, if the enemy is like someone that is robbing a bank, let's just turn the country into a bank, and there's civilians in the bank, and there's a bank robber, like, and the police is outside, and then we consider everyone in the bank, the employees and the people in the bank, trying to just get some money. We consider them as civilians, and like, there is a reason why they call it, what do they call it? Collective punishment? Like, yeah, it is collective punishment, right? Like, we know the numbers, right? The number of people that died on that day. If you want, we can look at the numbers that go back like 75 years or even longer. Like, all of that information is available, right? If you do the numbers game, it's not a good look, right? And then they can say the same. Why wouldn't they be allowed to say the same thing and say, well, they're putting their civilians at danger by doing this to us, so they react. There's action reaction. So, yeah, it's kind of a dumb thing to say. And then, so the footage we just saw, like, yeah, the civilians are going to suffer. We just saw a baby in the rubble in a building. Bombing hospitals is you do not bomb hospitals. Well, they put the tunnels under the hospitals. Really? The only evidence that I have really seen is the guy looking at like this calendar thing and saying, hey, this is like a list of terrorists and blah, blah, blah. And then it's like a work schedule for the hospital. Like we can check things, right? Like how, and then you just wonder, like, don't they have someone that can read Arabic so they can see like that is not what it is? That is not what they claim it is? And they just put it out? And then you really wonder, like, oh, we have a video, guys. It's only on the left speaker. Let's see. We have updates. The selfie yacht of the celebrities is safely making its way to the shores of Israel. The passengers are expected to return to their home countries. So they're not going to get killed. I think that is safe to conclude, right? It's safe to assume. While Greta and others attempted to stage a media provocation by feeding the hungry, by giving medicine to people that need medicine. Stage a media provocation. How rich calling something a provocation? Like, come on. Whose sole purpose was to gain publicity. Publicity for what? Publicity for the fact that there is a genocide, there is a famine, people are starving, people need medicine. Yeah, they're looking to gain publicity. You really think that they're doing it for clout? You really think Greta, the 22-year-old, was like, you know what, I'll put my life on the line just for clout. Just for clout. What a dumb thing to say. She has 5.1 million followers. Greta Thunberg does not have to worry about clout for the rest of her life. She got the clout when she was 15, right? She's followed by Francesca Albanese. She's followed by all these famous people, right? There's a lot of famous people. Like Louis Theroux is interested in what Greta is doing. Like, yeah, like, she has reach. If she wants to reach people, she can reach people, right? She's not doing it for clout. What a dumb thing to say. It's just for publicity, yeah. But you mean publicity for themselves, right? Publicity for themselves and not publicity for the fact that, yeah, there's a genocide happening. What a dumb thing to say. Sole purpose was to gain publicity. They have actual aid on that ship. God, you guys are so bad at this. It's ridiculous. Let me rephrase it for you. While Greta and others, while we understand that Greta and others are trying to help, blah, 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 we are also doing our best to give them as much help as we can, and blah, blah, blah. And then try to control yourself and not say Hamas, Hamas, and like, yes, but hostages are hostages. Like, collective punishment. You do not punish millions of people. Those millions of people do not know where those hostages are. There's a smaller group, right? Even what happened on that day, millions of people did not go through that fence. It was not millions of people. Just stupid. Like, you guys, your PR sucks. It's so bad. Obviously, I would not help you, but like, it's just really bad. Less than a single truckload of aid. Have you seen the ship? Do you think a lot of aid fits on that ship? How much aid do you think fits on that ship? If they don't believe that enough aid is getting to people, and there's a blockade, so aid has to be given to them through other means, and we've seen how that has been going, right? We've seen the drone footage of the people in like a cage thing, right? We know that people have been killed or murdered. So yeah, we know of the flower massacre. Like, you guys are not good at providing aid. You're not. You don't care about it. Like, that is clear. It has taken long enough for us to see enough evidence that you do not care. You just do not care. Like, even if you're really good at giving aid, right? We don't trust you. No, we don't trust that you can give aid to people. If you're involved in giving aid, it's probably not going to go really well, right? More than 1,200 aid trucks have entered Gaza from Israel within the past 2 weeks, and in addition, the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation has distributed close to 11 meals directly to civilians in Gaza. There are ways to deliver aid to the Gaza Strip. They do not involve Instagram selfies. Oh my God. Instagram selfies. Again, what a dumb thing to say. I do want to react to this because it's just so stupid. We're going to go to Instagram of Greta. Let's go. Let's go. Greta, there you are. 14.5 million people. She's doing it for clout. Let's check her Instagram selfies, right? Instagram selfies. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm scrolling. I see a video where she's saying, hey, I've been apprehended or arrested. Please pressure my government to get them to release me. And also, yeah. Yeah. So that's not really a selfie. This is Bizan. So that's not a selfie. It's the ship. Is this a selfie? No, it's a video again of her talking about the genocide and then showing videos of the genocide. Okay. Is this a selfie? No, not really. Is this a selfie? Oh, it's a video of her talking about the genocide and the fact that they need to give help. Is this a selfie? Oh no, it's one of your drones. Why don't the Palestinians have these drones, right? Is it fair for you guys to have drones and them not having drones? Let me see, is this a selfie? Oh, it's not a selfie. This is the only selfie. And it's an amazing selfie. I love this picture. I'm allowed to love that picture. Let's see, do we have more selfies? It's just the people on the ship talking about the genocide. Yeah, they're just talking about the genocide. That's all she's doing. Do you see her really like showing new clothes and showing, like, taking selfies in a way where it's really about her? Every time I click on a picture, it's like not a selfie, it's a video of her talking about stuff that she finds really important. Hey, here's a video again. So it's not true, right? So it's just not true. It's just not true. Where was it? That do not involve Instagram selfies. Where are the selfies? I do not selfie. The idea of a selfie is like, oh, let me take a selfie of myself on my vacation location, like the tower of Pisa. Like, look at me holding. Like, selfie is a fun thing. They're not taking selfies because it's not really a fun thing. Are they like laughing? Maybe at certain points, maybe, but it's probably quite serious. The tone is probably serious. And you know what really brings down the mood for selfies? When you shine a light on them with a drone that could drop like paint, so they can also drop bombs and shit. You've attacked the other flotilla in Malta, like, oh man. The tiny amount of aid that was on the yacht, not consumed by the celebrities, will be... Oh wow, that is so nasty. The tiny amount of aid that was on the yacht and not consumed by the celebrities. So they're portraying this picture of them like consuming from the aid. Can you imagine? They think that actually works. To be fair, there's a lot of dumb people that probably buy into that. They see this picture of them like going to the packages and opening the aid and saying, oh man, I'm so hungry, let me eat more aid. Yeah, but we need to keep some of the aid for the people that need aid and they need that they're hungry and need food. Like, yeah, but I'm so hungry, man. Like that's the level of their PR. You guys suck at PR. That is what I just realized. And it fascinates me. It's like, you just need like it's not that difficult to turn this into like less worse thing. Like it's so bad. But okay, let's go to the video. Sorry guys, I'm rambling. Let's go. It's only 25 seconds. So this is from the Israeli foreign minister. We see everyone here. We see two soldiers there. Their faces are... They have masks. The one on the left has light, and we see someone holding a water bottle. I hope they refuse. Do not accept. If they're giving them the raw water bottle, like don't give them the PR footage. Don't. He just puts it down. Oh, they're doing the food and the drinks. Wow. Let me throw some paint on you and then give you some. What is it? It's just plain bread? Could you not at least make a sandwich? That's the best you can do? Is it like an actual sandwich or is it just bread? Wow, this is how they're doing the PR. Having some soldiers with masks. Yeah. Doesn't compensate for the drone light. Doesn't compensate for the paint. Interesting. Interesting. They are accepting it. They are drinking it. Okay. They are drinking the water. The question is, how long have they not drank any water? I don't think I can blame them for grabbing the food and the drinks. That's fine. But yeah, this is PR. Is this great PR? The fact that they're like completely anonymous, it doesn't feel... I wouldn't feel safe. I wouldn't feel safe. I think they are still terrified. Yeah. All the passengers of the selfie yacht are safe and unharmed. Is the captain still on the ship? They were provided with sandwiches and water. The show is over. The show is over. Guys, the show is over. Move along, people. Nothing to see here. That officer from South Park. That is what it reminds me of. Like, I don't know if they're taking the food and the drinks. Like, they are putting it on the floor. Right? I do see one person drinking water, but like maybe it's their own water. Maybe they had the water. I see one person here on the right smiling. I mean, let's be happy that we're seeing this. Let's be happy that we're seeing this, right? That they are not being hit, that they are not, you know, pushed to the ground and like... Imagine if these were Palestinians. Imagine if these were Palestinians. Like trying to leave, whatever, and they caught them. And they were sitting there in their life vests. What treatment would they get? Like, obviously this is a PR move, right? We brought them sandwiches. Oh, honestly, it looks like plain bread. What is that? Like, it's just plain bread. So someone, oh no. Okay. I think there is something in the bread. I would not trust the bread. I would think maybe there's something in the bread. I don't know. Did you ban me? No, Wheatling, I did not ban you, but I will ban Aaron. Like, just if you're just posting flags, that's just lame. That is just lame. Scroll up and see deflections. Let me see. Let me see. I mean, if you guys want to debate Wheatling, I can see Wheatling is commenting a lot. I don't want to go and read everything. I am interested in seeing what the chat is saying. Getting you to talk about October 7 is exactly what they want you to do. If you have a boot to your face or you interact, you let you react. Stop blaming oppressed people. I guess you're responding to someone, probably not me. Like, I've ignored chat a bit, so I guess you guys are just chatting with each other as well. Let me see. Please just block or ignore Wheatling. Let me see. Oh, okay, sorry, Wheatling. I see you like doing enter and yeah, you're gone. Yeah, that's annoying. That's just spamming. That's just stupid. Sorry, I should have blocked Wheatling a long time ago. Yeah. Sorry. Like, that was really that was really stupid. When I saw all the like one word enter, I should be paying more attention to chat. I don't have a lot of experience with streaming. So yeah, this is interesting. I'm glad to see that they are okay. Where is Greta, by the way? Where is Greta? She's on the right. That's not Greta, is it? You guys think that is Greta? On the right? Wait, I'm blocking it. Let me check. So she has like her hair in a bun. It does not look like Greta. Oh, there she is with the green hat. Right? Yeah, I think that's Greta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, right? Captain still steering the ship, but there's one person missing. I'm assuming that the one in the green hat, but the thing is, I've not seen her in a green. Yeah, that's Greta. Okay, so that's Greta. It's like a frog hat. It's so cute. So I'm glad to see that they're doing okay. This is obviously just PR. I don't think they have poisoned the bread or put anything, like spiked their water. But like this type of PR, does it really work when you're like wearing that army outfit? Why can't you have someone like show their face? Trying to like be more human. Like, this is just like an anonymous soldier giving them water. But then you did do this after, because we will not see that. Like, if we just watch your footage, yes, we hear a girl talking and saying, hey, this is what you should do. And then you have footage of you giving them food and water. Like, great, amazing. But we have other footage as well, right? We have other footage as well. So let's see if we have any updates here. Let's see. So Israel, oh, this is CNN. Yeah, CNN. Israel has boarded Gaza-bound aid ship carrying Greta Thunberg, the Freedom Flotilla coalition says. Yeah. Yeah, action alert. The UK must protect Madleen. UK flag breaking. Oh, what do we have here? Paris. So Paris 24 minutes ago. It's 3:45 in Paris now. So it's really late and people are going outside. It's not a huge crowd. But yeah. People are going outside already. Where are they? There's like a sit-in. Yeah. So tomorrow, breaking more footage from the Madleen Freedom Flotilla as activists and journalists were kidnapped. We have 2 minutes. Is this new? Have we seen this? I think I've seen this on Al Jazeera Arabic.
من فضلكم خذوا مواقعكم. من فضلكم لا تتحركوا.
هذه قوارب إسرائيلية. هل لديكم أي معلومات عن هذه القوارب؟
الآن عديدة جدا. الهاتف فيها.
Yeah, they boarded. We're not going to see anything new here. Oh wait, this is interesting. What is happening? Let's see. Let's hear. Let's try to hear what he is saying.
بقدر الإمكان
Everyone, assume positions. That's not a position at all. Rima cannot be here. Rima needs to take a seat. Assume.
They're recording themselves, obviously.
Assume your position. The position
هذا هو المشهد مشاهدينا كما يخبرنا الآن بأنهم
So they practice the position the way they would sit, that they would record themselves.
Please everyone.
يخبرنا بأن نرفع أيدينا في هذه اللحظات حتى
This is the moment the ship gets boarded.
الجميع لحد الآن لم يتعرض إلى إصابة. حافظ على مواقعكم. من فضلكم.
Please raise your arm. Is that one of the
مرفوع أيديكم.
Okay, we are being intercepted right now.
قالوا لنا وطلبوا منا
I can manage to go to the water. I have both my hands. They are here to intercept us.
Okay, everyone.
Okay.
Phones need to go. Phones need to go, please.
Yeah, that's where they take the phone. That's where they take the phone. There's not a lot of information we can get out of this. So I think we're not going to get a lot of how dare they call him a selfie yacht. Yeah, that is really, really messed up. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I think the only explanation for that they are doing something like that stupid, because like I said, like if you read the tweets from the foreign ministry, it's like I could have easily helped them. But even AI would have been able to help them. Like I can guarantee you, if I just copy paste this tweet, I will not do it, but like if I copy paste it in GPT and I will say, hey, let's do role play. I'm the Foreign Ministry of Israel. This is the tweet that I want to send out. Do you have any suggestions on how I could word this better so it doesn't sound like I'm an idiot? Like it doesn't sound like I'm just a horrible person or whatever. And it's like, yeah, anyone that has been following this. But then the only answer to that I have is like, well, they know that a lot of people have not been following it at all. And that is what they're aiming at. They're aiming at people that have not followed it at all, that do not really care, that as soon as they found out that this was happening, they were like, oh, Israel is already providing aid, and I mean, Hamas and terrorists. Like, that is who they're targeting with this type of tweet. You know? That's it. So they call it the selfie boat. And they call it, you know, an Instagram selfie boat and stuff like that. Or say, all of the tiny amount of aid that was on the yacht and not consumed by the celebrities will be transferred to Gaza through real humanitarian channels. The only people that will read that and say, got him, that's so funny, these are stupid celebrities, or the people that will read this and think, oh, they're doing it for the clout, Greta is doing it for the clout, you know, just to get more famous and go from 13 million Instagram followers to like 20 million Instagram followers, as if that is going to change anything for her. Yeah, that's ridiculous. They're not doing it for the clout. That's pretty clear. So yeah, they do not think that they can convince people that think that it's already a genocide. The people that are upset with this being a genocide, I don't think they're tweeting for those people, right? None of them will consider this a selfie yacht. None of them will have this image of them stealing some of the aid and then having a discussion about, oh, we shouldn't finish all the aid. That's ridiculous. We need to leave some of the aid for those people. So the live stream, I think, has ended with these guys as well, or no? 3K people in the space. Let me just quickly check in if there's any news. I don't think so. Let me check.
Grandma owns the banks today. So if you want to say it's Jews, then just recognize, there was a lot of Jewish influence, but you can find just as much non-Jewish influence. And
oh god, they're talking about Jewish influence and banks and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, we're not going to tune into that one. It's really late. I need to shut down as well and get some sleep. Thanks for tuning in. I don't think we're going to get any big updates. I will quickly go through all the Twitter accounts one more time. So let me see if Francesca has any updates. I think this is a new one, 32 minutes. As the Madleen was reportedly intercepted and seized by Israeli forces in international waters, the UK government must urgently seek full clarification, because it's a UK ship, right, and secure the immediate release of the vessel and its crew. The Madleen must be allowed to continue its lawful humanitarian mission to Gaza. I think it's clear that they're not going to do that, right? So let me read this screenshot here. Action alert. The UK must protect Madleen, UK flagged ship. The Madleen, a UK flagged civilian ship en route to Gaza, is protected under international maritime law. As a vessel flying the British flag, it falls under jurisdiction and responsibility of the UK government, which has a legal duty to defend Madleen and the civilians on board, to prevent unlawful interference, including any threat or use of force by foreign powers such as Israel. I think when I was listening to that Twitter space, someone said something about this and said, like, we know that they don't care, and we know that they don't have to care because there are typically no repercussions. That is very sad, but yeah. So even if you say that they are supposed to be able to get the aid and give it to those people, like, yeah, that will probably not happen. Definitely not in the way that they hope to do it. Then the question is Israel smart enough to realize that it's in their best interest to make sure that the aid actually gets delivered? So the next tweet should be, they have all left the country, and then one video like, here's the aid that they brought, footage of them grabbing the aid from the ship, putting it in a truck, and then exactly that same aid being delivered to people in Gaza, and then a lot of aid on top of it. So it's like, oh, to show how little aid it is and how much aid they're actually getting. Like, they're not going to do that. So probably they will just send them back, and the aid, they will say, we have delivered the aid. Maybe they will have one picture or something. Yeah, thanks for watching. Let me quickly check if there is anything else. I don't think there's anything else. So now we just hope that they go back home as soon as possible and we follow this. But like, I'm glad that they're okay. Let's be happy that they're okay. Like, we're not in this hoping that it will escalate. Like, we're watching some action movie, you know, like, it kind of looked like Terminator 2 with the drone lights coming from above. But like, obviously we want them to be safe. And also, we all realize, most of us, like, we had some weirdos in chat, but most of us realize that these people were really afraid, and we would be afraid as well. We know what has been happening there. And we know that the reason that they're getting the food and being treated relatively okay, like, based on what we have seen, like, that is not the experience of the Palestinian people, right? We know that that is not their experience. They know that they are they are privileged. We're all privileged. Anyone that is able to just follow the genocide is privileged because you're not being genocided, right? So thanks for watching, guys. If you like my coverage, don't forget to subscribe. I will try to cover this topic a bit more. I'm glad you guys tuned in. I was watching the Twitter stuff and I was like, you know, why not just start streaming and then try to show you guys what's happening, and then we're all in this together. So I hope to see you guys again at a later point, guys. There are some weird comments again, I guess. So let's see. I think people were pretty respectful. But yeah, keep following it. And maybe the last thing I want to say is, like, let's promise to do one thing. If you're in one of the countries that is, one of these people are there, they are officially still arrested. They're you know, they're not free, and they all asked us with their videos like, hey, pressure my government to do something and get us free. Like, yeah, we should look into that and see what it is, right? If you're in that list of countries, even if you're not, you could try to do something, but like that's the least that we can do. See if we can email someone, maybe there's a petition. Let's do at least that, you know? That's the least that we can do. All right, thanks guys. I'll see you next time if you're subscribed. Bye guys. All right, let me see. Where is that button? Let me see.